inspired the national anthem? I don't know about you, Billy, but I'm very patriotic.
Certainly does. And both sides now going back to their respective ends, and we're probably about 5 minutes away from the start of the game.
Josh Chenoweth, Josh Shields, the three umpires, and we are underway. The crowd cheers, and we are started for the 2014 Nepean League Grand Final. That's a tackle high on Swartz, and the umpire says, I'm going to give a free kick to Troy Swartz, and well, that was probably scripted, that one. He was going to go in there and get the ball and get a high hit. There's a short pass to Treby. Left half forward lead Treby, probably a little bit sore 12 months ago heading into the Grand Final, seems to be in better shape today. Kick towards attacking 50, no mark was taken. Ball comes out, Jeffrey smothered off his hands. A long kick by Swartz towards full forward, the ball knocked back. Still a chance there, it's off the
Daniel Grant.
Daniel Grant has kicked the goal inside the first 30 seconds, and a great start for Sorrento. 1 straight 6, Crib Point yet to score. Bendigo Bank scoreboard.
Yeah, Daniel Grant, just a good crumbing goal, that. It was a good spoil from the Crib Point player there, but spoiled to the front of the didn't go to the boundary line, spoiled to the front of the pack. Daniel Grant was on his own, great crumbing. He was about 20 metres out in a snap, and I tell you what, that's a great start to Sorrento. We played a minute into the first quarter, and they've got their first goal in the grand final, and up they go. It's Cook against Williams. Williams gets it down to Troy Swartz. Troy Swartz, he handballs it over to Madison. Madison goes in long, looking for, not finding Head. I think it was Tieran Head, just dropped the mark. Comes out to Symes for Crib Point. Symes gets a long kick to the wing, but Guy Stringer will take the mark on the members' wing. Guy Stringer will go back. He'll go inboard looking for Hallahan. Goes over his head, gets Lawson right in the middle of the ground here. Lawson goes wide. They're running well, Sorrento. Comes out to, I think it's McCormack. No, is it McCormack? Yes, it is. He goes in long, looking for the good mark there to Crib Point. Good mark, 24, I think, and Michael Cook for Crib Point. Comes out to what's in the back pocket. It's going to be a Stacks on the middle, and the umpire will say ball up. No, Tieran Head gets it out for Sorrento. Tieran Head, snap it, goal. Up they go, and it's a good spoil from the Crib Point player, and they'll be out of bounds. Ball in, left-hand forward pocket, Sorrento end.
1 straight 6, Sorrento yet to score Crib Point. Early stages, 2014 Nepean League Grand Final as the ball comes back into play. Marine Parade into the ground. Daniel Grant's lurking once again, maybe for a chance for another one, but not to be. And interesting, the man that with a bit of talk about has started on the forward line. So obviously they may be a little bit worried about his fitness, maybe starting him on the forward line actually rather than his customary half-back position. Ball knocked down. Kick off the ground towards half-back. Players dive in. Ball comes out once again. It'll go over the top towards Williams. He'll get the hand pass and good tackle. And the umpire says I'm going to ball it up. In fact, centre half forward is the ball. Umpire Mark Mounsey.
We've only played 3 minutes, but just Sorrento have had a lot more possessions, haven't they, than Crib Point at this period of time, Vossi?
Throw up by the umpire. Williams gets the ball down. It's taken by Daniel Grant, the goal kicker. Long kick towards a one-on-one contest. Ball knocked away. Ball on the ground. Terry's needed to get in there. And tackle applied there, I think, by Condick. Now the ball comes out again. Now the umpire's going to call for a ball up. Right in front of the Sorrento goal. Sorrento lead 1 straight 6. Crib Point yet to score. 2014 Grand Final live on RPPFM. Mornington YCW tomorrow. It's going to be a big one as well. Ball knocked down. Here's a chance. Still in the Sorrento attacking 50. They lock the ball up. And Lee Trevy's the man that does it. And the umpire says I'm going to ball it up. Once again, so it's Sorrento by 6 points. We've played nearly 5 minutes in the opening quarter.
So we'll have a ball out with Cook, and it might be against Jeffries from Sorrento. We're about 30 metres out from the Sorrento goal. Comes out to Burns. Zach Burns snaps and kicks a point. Good roving there by Burns. He roved the tap there by Big Jeffries and had a snap at goal, and that's their first behind for the day. But on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, we played 4 minutes into this first quarter, and Sorrento 1-1-7. Crib Point yet to score, and Crib Point haven't had it in their forward 50 in the first 4 minutes of the game. Kick out from the Crib Point player, going long, looking for Smith on the half-back line. Up they go, big pack forms, comes out to that player in Stringer Morris for Sorrento. Stringer Morris goes in short, looking for Lawson. It goes over his head, and a good mark to Wade Symes from Crib Point. Symes at centre half-back. Had a great game last week, Wade Symes. Goes long, looking for Cook and Williams. Goes over his head, Tieran Head's in the back for Sorrento. We're on the outer wing. Head goes in short and doesn't find his opponent, a teammate, and his Crib Point opponent. Good knock, and it goes out of bounds. We're on the half-forward flank, about probably 80 metres out from the Sorrento goal. Be a throw-in, Cook against Crode. Now, Jonathan Crode's come on. He has got those stitches in his leg. We'll see how he goes, Vossi. Cook gets the tap out. Comes out to good handball there to Cohen. Cohen gets a snap round his corner. Going into the Sorrento, the Crib Point forward line, just probably about 20 metres out from their 50-metre arc. And as the big cookie comes off for Crib Point, and DeCluver. Big DeCluver goes into the ruck for Crib Point. It's DeCluver against Crode. We're about 70 metres out from the Crib Point goals. Up they go. Crode comes over the top, gets the tap out. Comes out, it's a stack on the stacks on the mill. The umpire will ball it up in the same spot where the ball landed after the boundary throw-in. It'll be DeCluver against Crode. Up they go. Crode gets the Sorrento gets the tap down, but it comes down to the Crib Point player in Cohen. Can't get it off. Comes down, it might be out of bounds. It will be a boundary throw-in. Just right next to the forward 50 arc for Crib Point. They just need to get a steadier, don't they, Crib Point, Vossi, I reckon. They're a bit nervous at the moment. We've played 6 minutes into this first quarter.
Just need 1 or 2 clean possessions. That's all they need at the moment. Ball thrown back into play. Crode beaten in the ruck contest there. Kick came out, but it was, or tried to come out, it was smothered. Oh, that'll test out the stitches. Just slung straight to the ground on the...
He was lucky there, Crode. Could have been holding the ball. He didn't really make an attempt to get rid of it. So Crib Point could have been having their first shot at goal.
Umpire Mounsey to throw the ball up 55 metres out from the Crib Point goal, going to the right hand end of your radio dial in the opening quarter. It's picked up by Hallahan. He can run through full-back. He can run to centre half-back with 2 bounces. He gets the ball out towards Ben Swartz. And that was a hand pass out. Now, luckily there, they got the ball out there. Now the ball comes down towards centre wing. And it's not going to go any further than that. In fact, Crib Point will clear down the line towards half-back. That's a poor kick, actually. It's sliding and taking the mark. It looks like it is Ben Swartz with the ball. So he will go back and go in short from right half-back, playing in a different role than what we normally see him. And on true centre wing, the umpire Mounsey says, I'm going to ball the ball up. So it's Sorrento 1-1-7, Crib Point yet to score. And we've played 8 minutes in the opening quarter in the 2014 Grand Final. Bendigo Bank scoreboard as the ball once again is thrown up. And a chance here for Sorrento. A long kick inside, attacking 50, going up and taking a strong mark. Was the player there in Miles Pitt, who's had a really good final series. There's a lot of talk about him heading into the final series on the footy show.
Only played 3 games, didn't he, to qualify. Played 1 in the seconds and 2 in the seniors, and he's in there. So he's a lucky man, Miles Pitt, but this will be interesting. He'll kick with the breeze right behind his back here. The breeze is blowing straight across the ground. He shouldn't have any trouble making the distance. He's going to kick from about 40 metres out, but we know he's a very long kick, and he'll have the breeze at his back here. So Miles Pitt comes in to put Sorrento's second goal on the board if he can kick it. He comes in, Miles Pitt. It's a nice looking kick. It's going to go to the left of the goalpost. So and just Lee Paholke just fails to mark it, and it goes out of bounds on the full. And we've played 8 and a bit minutes into this first quarter. And Crib Point will bring him back into play from the back pocket. It's Zach Condick to bring it in. Condick, he'll go long, goes long, looking for the half-back flank, looking to DeCluver. DeCluver can't take the mark. Good spoil by Crode from Sorrento. Comes down to Harrington, he can't take it. Crode gets a handball out for Johnson from Sorrento. Johnson gets a handball to Madison for Sorrento. Madison over the top, back to Johnson. Johnson onto his left foot, goes in the top of the into the forward line. Is it Lawson? Yes, Lawson. Good mark there. Good shepherding by Ben Swartz. Troy Swartz too. Now Lawson's going to kick from 50 out. Again, he's going to have the breeze just behind him a little bit here, but he'll go top of the goal square. Goes in short, looking for Miles Pitt, and a great kick and a great mark. And Miles Pitt will take his second shot within 2 minutes. And this one's a lot easier than his last shot, and he should go back and kick the goal, Vossi.
They haven't settled Crib Point. They have not settled at all, but Sorrento with a chance to get a nice little cushion early. Miles Pitt, he'll kick from directly in front. He'll kick from about 35 metres. He'll go back and have the shot. He trots in. 12 goals so far during the final series. He comes in, he has the shot, and he has put it through for a goal. The crowd tells you the story. So 2-1-13 Sorrento, yet to score Crib Point. We've played 10 minutes in the opening quarter of the 2014 Grand Final. You're listening to RPP, the voice of Peninsula Football.
Orbit Fitness is the complete health and fitness centre, offering flexible memberships and an awesome team of trainers and staff, all ready to assist you with your fitness program. Orbit Fitness prides itself on its group classes, over 60 every week, and you're bound to find the right class to suit your needs. Orbit Fitness has separate studios for cardio, weights, boxing and cycling, as well as a swimming pool, spa, sauna and steam room. Visit them online at orbitfitness.net.au or call 59 756 1000. The station sponsor.
Welcome back here to Thomas Barclay Oval. Quick point there, just unable to finish off the good work there. It was the full Monty who had the shot and missed. So quick point with their first behind, Billy. Yeah, look, it was a goal they should have got to. He running into a goal, had a snap, but he should have kicked. It was only 30 metres out. Actually comes back out to, I think it's Jonathan Flack, gets a handball out to Brad Arnold for Crib Point. We're on the members' wing. Crib Point kick, it's a scrubber along the ground, looking for that man Flack. Jonathan Flack can't get it, goes out to Austin, he can't take it. Is it going to go out of bounds? It may go out of bounds. Flack pushes it out. No, good play by the Sorrento defence. They kick it back in, but that's a good mark. It looks like it might be Smith. Smith for Crib Point, I think it is. Right on the members' wing. He'll go in long. He looks for Boyd. Boyd gets pushed out of it. The umpire says play on. It comes out to Hallahan. Hallahan to Treby. Treby goes out wide looking for the big fella in Williams. He can't take the mark. It comes out to the full Monty. He gets tackled. The umpire's going to say no prior opportunity. And it'll be a ball up. We're at the just out the centre wing. The Hastings Club side of the ground. And I think just Crib Point need a settler here. They can't let Sorrento get 3 goals up in the first quarter. They need to get a goal quickly. We've played 11 and a half minutes of this first quarter. Different way that the second semi went, because obviously Crib Point, I think, kicked the first 1 goal for, I think, on that occasion. Yeah, last week they kicked the first 2. They were 2-2 before Ride scored. We have another ball up, and then it's been, there's a stacks on the mill, so it'll be another ball up right in front of the Hastings Club, centre on the wing, members' side wing. Up they go. It's Big Williams, gets it down. Comes out to the Crib Point player. He gets a scrappy kick and it goes to Cook Day. Lucks a fortune. Cook gets a handball, looks for Arnold. Arnold goes in short, looking for Smith. Smith can't take the mark. Can he butter up? Good play by Guy Stringer, the big fella, the 42-year-old veteran. Smith kicks off the Gramley. No, he tries to pick it up. Stringer gets into the back of Smith, but there's no free kick. That's good play. Comes out to McCormack. McCormack looking for Tieran Head on the wing. Good mark by Head. Tieran Head's on the outer wing. Tieran Head, a bit unsure what he might do here. He'll go long, looking for Miles Pitt, and he takes a good mark already. Miles Pitt's well on top of Sloper. He swings out in his right foot, goes in short, but that's a pretty average kick, and he'll run out of bounds, forward pocket, Sorrento end. Okay, so Sorrento 2, 1-13, Crib Point 1 behind, 12 and a half minutes played. Bendigo Bank scoreboard. Best on ground today as it has been the whole season. Orbit Fitness, and thanks to Pete and the team, Mornington Rosebud Telstra stores. We're live here for the grand final this afternoon at Hastings. Crib Point have just got to defend here. They chuck the ball on the boot, go out towards half back, but it drops short and the mark has been taken by Troy Swartz, who kicked a... He'll have a shot here. Pretty similar goal from a similar distance when he actually played at St Kilda when they beat the Brisbane Bears Brisbane Lions one night. Well, he's going to have a shot. He's going to kick from about 50 metres out on the boundary, left-hand pocket, but the wind will take it around nicely. The wind's blowing into his face, and if he can just get to that right-hand goalpost, Motsy, the wind will do it all for him. He comes in, Troy Swartz. He does exactly what we say, and is he going to make the distance? Oh, it's been touched on the line, but that's exactly what he had to do. Just didn't have the distance and goes through for their second point. So at the 13 and a half minute mark, we have Sorrento 2-2-14, and they lead Crib Point 1 behind on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. They just need to get something happening here, Crib Point. They need the next goal, as Billy touched on before. Just need something to happen, and need it to happen pretty quick, just to settle themselves down. Here's a chance for Burns running through. It's actually, they've given away the free kick, and free kick going to Crib Point. It's going to go to Big Cook, I think, out there. It's at half back, kicking towards the centre of the ground. Harrington, strong mark. Talk about Luke Harrington's fitness, but boy, oh boy, that was a strong mark. Here's a chance for Crib Point to take the ball forward through Carries. He got around 2. He goes in short. He's looking there. Well, he might have been looking for Harrington once again, but it's picked up by the veteran. And he's had a haircut too, Guy Stringer, by the look of it. Kick out towards the centre area for Sorrento, and the umpire says, I'm going to ball the ball up. So it's still Sorrento 2-2-14. Crib Point 1 behind. 15 minutes played in the opening quarter. live 2014 Nepean League Grand Final. Rosebud and also...
Troy Swartz has a shot. Well, that went the other way and the wind's been blowing. Troy Swartz took the advantage of the advantage rule then and had a shot, and instead of coming to the left, it went to the right. So another point to Sorrento.
Rosebud and Somerville, the two premiers so far today. Sorry, Billy.
That's right. So the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, we have Sorrento on 2-3-15. They lead by 14 points. Crib Point 1 point. Comes out, bad kick out from the Crib Point player, and it's gone straight to that player in Johnson, Grant Johnson. He plays on straight, goes in short and looking for and finding Burns, I think it is. Zach Burns will have a shot from 35 metres out on a 45-degree angle, and he should go back and kick Sorrento's third goal. And it's a very good start by the Sorrento Sharks. Fossey, they had a lot more of the ball than Crib Point. Crib Point just can't get it into their forward 50. So Burns comes in 35 metres out, and he kicks a point. Just gone to the left. That's one that's gone begging, and they go to 2-4-16, and they lead by 15 points, 1 point to Crib Point. 2 behinds to Burns, 2 behinds to Troy Swartz, and just look at the contrast in ages. Guy Stringer's 42, Zach Burns is only 19. It's amazing, isn't it? Crib Point will bring it in. They need a better kick than the last one. Sorrento, very good zone they're playing. Goes out, good mark, or not paid by the umpire. That was Dean Worry. Plays on, comes around the corner, and it's going to be a mark to Lee Trevi. He drops one he should have taken. Comes to Big Crow. Crow gets taken. The umpire says he threw it out. It'll be a free to Crib Point, and very lucky there because Crow was off. Comes out to the Crib Point player in Cook. Cook goes long, looking for and doesn't find his Crib Point teammate there, but good roving by the full Monty. Monty comes out. It's not a bit of scrappy game here. It comes out to Troy Swartz of Sorrento. Swartz gets his handball, comes out to the full Monty again. He kicks it up. It's going to be an up and under. Done there by Davidson. Good play by Davidson for Crib Point. Spoiled a certain mark by the two Sorrento boys. Comes up to Boyd and Baggett. Good play by James Hallahan. Gutsy effort, went back with the flight of the ball and took a great mark. He plays on straight away, goes to Tieran Edward, half-back flank, head goes to the forward flank, nice kick and a good mark to Pitt. Umpire calls a play on, gets his handball off, but it goes straight to Flack from Crib Point. Flack on the half-back flank, kicks to the wing, and that's a good mark to number 19 in Ainsworth. Shane Ainsworth for Crib Point. He goes into the half-forward flank for Cribby. Looking for Boyd. Good play by Guy Stringer though from Sorrento. Nice long kick to the half-forward flank for Sorrento. Is there going to be a mark? No mark. Comes to the ground. Jeffries gets ones over the shoulder. He'll take a free kick and he'll drive him long into the forward line. Ryan Jeffries goes long, top of the goal square. Paholke's up and Paholke goes to one end. Can't take the mark, comes down to Cook. Cook handballs to Paholke, who snaps and he kicks it out of bounds. I think it's going to trickle out of bounds. No, good play by the Crib Point players there. Cook gets a handball out. They're buggerising around it here though, Vossi. They need to get a kick long. Cook, he's bounced on the spot, trying to direct traffic, now goes long. Looking for the Crib Point player there, and it's up they go. No one can take the mark, comes to ground. It's going to be a ball up, half-forward flank Sorrento.
Is it possible that Jonathan Crowd is struggling to run with that big thigh strap that he's got on? Because he looks uncomfortable. So, ball up by the umpire, half-forward for Sorrento. They lead in the early stages by, 15 points, 2-4 to 1 behind, and just need a little bit more in its first quarter, you would think, with the way the wind's going up there. It's a pretty of a tricky wind, but it's very, very strong nevertheless.
Look, it is a couple of goal wins, so at the moment it's probably a little bit even Stevens if Crib Point make the most of it in the second quarter.
Warwick gets the ball down for Crib Point. Goes and gets his own ball and now kick down the line towards Smith, and that is out of bounds in the full, and Paul Smith just says hello to the person in the front row there. In fact, yeah, it is out in the full. Short pass. Mark taken by Daniel Grant, one of the two goal kickers for Sorrento so far. So Daniel Grant playing a little bit of a different role, but
it's worked at the moment, hasn't it?
Oh, look, it has, and he's a good user of the ball. Long kick, goes to half-forward. Jeffries went up, couldn't take the right. Jeffrey went up, couldn't take the mark. Ball on the ground, a quick kick forward inside attacking 50 going out. He's got 5 on his nearest opponent, Pitt. The ball was knocked away from him in desperate situation, and the umpire says I'm going to ball it up. And
at the moment, Bossy, Miles Pitts, he's causing a lot of headaches for the Crib Point back line, and at the moment Matty Sloper's just not going with him. He's giving him too much space. He's got to play him a little bit closer, Matty Sloper.
So throw up by the umpire. It's knocked down. And a quick kick off the ground out towards the boundary line. It's going to be picked up there for Sorrento, and the ball will stay in the field of play just. They're trying to get it to the line here, Crib Point. They're just trying to hang on at the moment. They're being beaten a lot in general play, but just haven't been able to get a decent, one decent shot they've had, they missed. But one behind Crib Point, Sorrento 2-4, 16, 20 minutes in the opening quarter, Bendigo Bank scoreboard.
Up they go. It was actually the Brad Dean Warry got the tap out against Big Jeffries, but it's going to be another ball up. Had a number of ball ups this quarter, and then we've played 20 minutes into this first quarter. It'll be Sammy Austin, I think, going up against Jeffries. Up they go. Jeffries gets it down. Comes down to no one in particular. Sorrento player picks it up in Treby. Gets a snap. Treby to Hallahan. Hallahan can't take the mark. It comes out to Jeffries. Jeffries handball to Swartz, I think it is. Swartz has a shot and he kicks his third goal. Troy Swartz is on fire at the moment, and that's Sorrento's third goal. And at the 21-minute mark of the first quarter, they go to 3-4-22 on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. Crib Point one behind. So, geez, at the moment, we know there's a bit of a breeze going down that end, Vossi, but...
And he's running straight to the bench, Troy Swartz, too.
Yeah, look, that'll be just a breather to have. He's played a very good first quarter. He's coming off. He's been the one that's got Sorrento going as he has a breather, and Lee Treby's another one. So, that'd be a move that they'd make at the 20-minute mark of the first quarter to bring Treby off and to bring Troy Swartz off. So, this is a chance maybe for Crib Point to get a goal.
And who's actually on Troy Swartz? That's the question.
Well, they need to tighten up. So we go back to the centre bounce. It'll be James Cook against the big fella in Williams. Up they go. Cook gets it down. Good tap out. Comes to Warry. Warry can't grab it though, so it comes out to the Sorrento player. Gets a handball out. Comes out to Zach Burns, who just come on the ground. It's got his kick, but he's got his kick away. Looking down that player in Jeffries Sorrento. He can't take it. Is it going to be around the neck? No, it's not. Play on. We're at the half-forward flank for the Sorrento end, and Crib Point do not want another goal. They're trailing by 21 points at the 22-minute mark of the first quarter. They do not need Sorrento to get another goal with about 5 or 6 minutes to go in this first quarter. Get him a ball up. It'll be Cook, probably against Jeffries this time. Yep, up they go. Comes down to Stringer. Morris can't get it, but it comes back to the player there in 31, I think it was, in Bromley. He gets it out, comes out to the Crib Point player. He kicks up looking for Smith, or Boyd can't take the mark. It's out of bounds. Boyd's pushed well up the ground. Now he pushes back. Crib Point just need to steady it. Just got to get a goal in this first quarter, just to steady the nerves a bit. They don't want to go in at quarter time not scoring a goal. We've played 22 and a half minutes of this first quarter. It's Cook against Williams. Boundary throw in. A bit of holding, but no one gets it. Comes down. Cook doesn't look like he's moving that freely, and be another ball up. You can just see that Cookie just struggling a little bit with his leg there, Vossi.
Painkiller before the game, Billy.
Oh, for sure. He would have had a jab. Boundary throwing in exactly the same spot. We had one 10 seconds ago. It'll be Cook against Williams for Sorrento. Up they go. Cook's in front. Williams at the back gets a tap out, but it goes to that man Symes for Crib Point. Symes kicks in the forward line. Comes out to Stringer. He can't take it. He gets a hit out. Comes to Cook. David Cook, I think it is, for Sorrento. For Crib Point, Cook goes in short, and he's found Boyd. Glenn Boyd's taken his first mark for the game, and Boyd will have a shot.
This will test him.
It'll test him because he's going to kick against a bit of a breeze. It's going left to right. He'll be kicking from about 35 metres out, so probably, he should make the distance, but this will test the groin out. So Boyd comes in for Crib Point, kicks it, it goes up, it's coming round, and that's gone straight over the goal umpire's head, and that's Crib Point's first, and gee whiz, didn't they need it. They go to 1-1-7, and they trail Sorrento on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, 3-4-22. We've played 24 minutes in this first quarter.
You're listening to RPP, the voice of Peninsula football.
More and more people with a taste for quality are shopping at Eliza Meats. Kevin and his lean team pride themselves on the finest cuts, from juicy steaks and roasts to high-grade mince and sausages. And Eliza Meats are the gourmet specialists. Inquire about Eliza Meats Spit Hire for 9787-4473 for a mouth-watering meal fit for a king. It's all at Eliza Meats. See our sponsor Kevin at Eliza Meats, 112B Eliza Way, a station sponsor.
So will that goal settle Crib Point down? Glenn Boyd, their main man, their full forward, has put through their first goal. 24 minutes played in the first quarter. 1-1-7 plays at 3-4-22. Still a chance here on their forward line, and a good tackle applied there, and the umpire said I'm going to ball it up, and that is a good tackle applied by Brad Davison on Trevor Madison as the ball thrown up, knocked down by Cook. Oh, that might be holding the man, not to be. Quick kick out towards the centre of the ground, drops a little bit short. The man in front takes the mark, and that man is Michael Cook. Fair chance if you say Cook, you're probably going to be right considering there's 5 of them out there. Kick towards half forward, ball off the pack, David Cook. A hand pass, he's looking there for Harrington. It just bounced a little bit further away from him than he would have required to get onto that ball. Ball still in the left forward pocket, right hand end of your radio dial. And big crowd here at Hastings this afternoon. The ball is over the line for a boundary throw-in.
Interestingly, Schwartz and Treby just started trying to come back on the ground, but Crib Point getting the goal when they were both off the ground.
Yeah, and they're both doing a fantastic job, the two of them on the bench here, and they will get back into the action shortly. There's a quick kick towards attacking 50, bounces through about 5 players. Stringer Morris went to run onto it, then he fell over. And what's the umpire giving it? The umpire's giving a free kick to Crib Point. Not sure, maybe too high, was it?
Yeah, too high. So the Crib Point kick it long into the forward line, looking for Boyd. There's a pack of Sorrento players in front. That's a good day. Umpire's called play on.
Off the boot.
It comes out to that player in Daniel Grant, premier position half back. He goes wide to the outer wing, looking for Paholke. Paholke just taps it in front of him. He'll let it go out of bounds in the right of the outer wing. So good play by Sorrento just to get it away from the danger zone as Schwartz and Treby come back on the ground, and Hallahan comes off with that player in Bridgeton for Sorrento. So we'll have a throw-in. We'll have Crowd up against Cook. We're on the outer wing, and we've played 26 minutes into this first quarter. Up they go. Cook gets it down. Good play to Symes. Symes, it's a bit of a shocking kick though, but it comes out to Luxor Fortune. It comes to Warry. Warry gets a handball. Goes to Cook. Cook has a bounce back to Warry. Needs to get rid of it. Warry does that. It's a scrappy kick into the forward line, looking for Boyd. Makes him work hard for it. Good play by Baggett though for Sorrento. It gets out to Madison for Sorrento. He gets a long spiralling kick out to the wing. It'll bounce. Which way will it bounce? It comes out to the Crib Point player. He gets, is it going to be deliberate? What's the umpire going to pay? He's going to pay deliberate. Now, I don't reckon it was deliberate, but that's what the umpires do in these nervous times.
It's actually out of bounds in the full.
Oh, not the full, was it? I thought it might have been deliberate. We can't see. We've got people in front of us, and couldn't quite see from there, Vossi. But Troy Schwartz will take the kick.
I'm sure Peter Marshall will forgive you, Bill.
There goes the siren for the first quarter. 27 minutes into the first quarter, and a good quarter for Sorrento. 3-4-22 on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. They lead Crib Point 1-1-7.
Just a reminder, tomorrow YCW mornings at 2 o'clock, Peninsula League Grand Final at Car Street. It's going to be a big day to finish off what's been a fantastic season. But this one's still got plenty of football left in. A quick kick forward by Grant towards half forward, going back. Monty, the full Monty, what can he do? He was tackled. He wasn't talked to there. He shrugged one and then he thought he had plenty of time. Good tackle applied there for Sorrento, and they can go forward. Long kick towards Pitt. Up, couldn't take the mark. Ball on the ground, about 35 metres out from the Sorrento goal. Left forward pocket. The umpire says I'm going to ball it up.
Just a bit, Miles Pitt's just, he's really causing a headache for Crib Point down back.
So once again a throw up by the umpires, knocked down by Cook. James Cook it was. Still a chance if they can get the ball out here. That's sort of tackle high. Noticed the umpire, the Crib Point player ducked into it. So once again a ball up to take place. Big crowd in attendance here. Grand final. Obviously Sorrento looking to attain after probably their worst game in 7 years, last year's grand final. There's a kick out towards the boundary line and goes over right near the small scoreboard, which reads Crib Point 1-1-7, Sorrento 3-4-22.
One thing Sorrento are doing really well is the big Williams is dropping back in the ruck, and Crib Point they're not pushing anyone up to him, so Williams is always that kick behind play, so it's a throw-in. Williams this time gets a handball that goes to Troy Schwartz. Another possession, comes up to the forward line, looking for the big fella, good spoil out, it comes out to Burns. Burns, two Crib Point blokes collide, comes out here, I think it's to Grant, Daniel Grant. Does he get a handball across? He can't. The umpire says didn't get rid of it quick enough, Daniel, and there'll be a free kick to Crib Point. I think it's going to Carey's. Carey's goes in short, looking for and finding Arnold, Brad Arnold for Crib Point. Centre half back for the Crib Point team. He goes in short, looking for Symes. Symes takes the mark, only moved at 15 metres. Symes will go wide. He gets it out to number 21 in Cook. Jacob Cook, the inclusion today. Drop for the preliminary, but comes back in, gets to Smith. Smith on the half forward line. He should go long. He does go long, but he goes in long and wide. It's a pretty poor kick, and James Hallahan takes the mark at centre half back for Sorrento. Hallahan goes in long to the half forward line, looking for Paholke. He finds Lee Paholke. Paholke on the wing now. He goes into the midfield, the centre of the ground. That's a pretty it's gone over his head. Schwartz is an average kick, but Luxor Fortune comes out to Hallahan. Hallahan gets a handball across to Madison. Madison's tackled by Symes. Good tackle. But that man in the big fellow in Jeffries gets a handball that goes to Warry. Dean Warry goes in short, but it's a bit of a scrubbing kick. It comes out to Smith. It bounces up nice to Smith. Smith goes in long. He has a shot. Laws are going to go for Boyd. Boyd can't mark it. Umpire says play on. And I reckon it was a free kick too, Vossi. But the umpire says no. And Sorrento run it out. And the Sorrento player, I think it's Dave Lawson. Lawson goes in short looking for Johnson. Johnson on the centre half back position for Sorrento. That could have been a free kick and it would have been definitely Crib Point's second goal. Johnson goes in wide and Madison can't take the mark, and it'll be a boundary throw in just forward of the centre for the Crib Point side.
In fairness, we're 100 or so metres away, but it looked like a free kick from where we were, but boundary umpire to throw the ball back into play, and Crib Point's still a chance if they can get the ball forward here to get their second goal. So Cook in the ruck up against Williams, and Austin over the top jumps and actually beat both the ruckmen to it. The ball goes over the line once again for a boundary throw-in. Very breezy Hastings Thomas Barclay Oval this afternoon.
Crib Point probably kicking with about a 2-goal breeze, I reckon.
Ball to be thrown back into play once again, and knocked down by Cook. And the ball comes out, still a chance at half foot. Good tackle, Wade Symes, boy, he is tackling really ferocious in this second quarter. He is really trying to get his side going with the intensity.
50 metres against Daniel Grant. He thought that Symes was going to play on, and he ran up to him. Now it was a bit of a dumb move. It was a dumb move by Daniel Grant.
He went down the mark. He didn't run through it. He ran straight down it.
Yeah, that was it. They were all telling Daniel Grant it was a bit of a dumb move, and he's not like that, Daniel Grant. He's a pretty switched on fella, but then he just got caught up in the emotion.
I reckon that was pretty smart by Wade Symes, actually, to get him to do it.
Now, I don't know the 50 metre, how far is it a fair 50? I can't see. Actually, Austin's going to get the 50 metre penalty, so I don't know how that worked out, but Austin, now, I reckon they'd rather it in Symes' hand because he's a better kick than Austin, but Austin will come in 25 metres out on the slide angle. He stabs at it, but he goes and he kicks a goal. Sammy Austin, that's what Crib Point needed in the first 4.5 minutes of this second quarter. They go to 2-1-13. They bridge the gap back, but that was
Wade Symes' tackle.
I don't know why the free kick was given to Austin. Now, maybe what happened, there was pushing and shoving after the 50 was given, so they may have gone down and said, right, you pushed him over, and they've given it to Austin, but it was Symes' 50, you're right.
Crib Point don't really care, but Wade Symes, his intensity in this second quarter, his first 5 minutes, he's had 2 or 3 really sharp tackles, and he has nailed his Sorrento play out of the ground.
Well, we said that quarter time that Crib Point needed to be with them or in front at this second quarter. They're kicking with a slight breeze, and in the 5-minute mark, they've kicked the first goal. They trail by 9 points.
2-1-13 to 3-4-22. Bendigo Bank scoreboard. And good tackle applied, and almost piggybacking his opponent into the ground there. And the umpire says I'm going to ball it up. And the player was DeCluver, and Austin's in there as well after his goal. What a good game Sam Austin played last week. Fantastic. Coming into a final side. There's a chance for Lawson to come through. He was stripped of the ball. The umpire says I'm going to ball it up once again. Smack bang in the centre of the Thomas Barclay Oval here in Hastings.
The intensity's lifted to this second quarter. They Crib Point. Oh, it's a free kick to Treby.
Didn't see that one.
He goes in wide to Tieran Head on the half-forward flank. He goes in long. He's looking for Big Miles Pitt. And might go. He sets a goal. Tieran Head's kicked the goal. That is a great goal. And they've made something out of nothing there, Sorrento. There was a free kick in the centre of the ground. Treby played on very quickly, got up to Tieran Head, he was on his own, head run to the 40-metre mark. He went in long looking for Miles Pitt, that went over his head and straight through, so that's a good get back to the Sorrento Footy Club, and they go to 4-4-28, and they lead Crib Point 2-1-13. We've played 7 minutes into this second quarter.
Recommended 1-5 for this fan. This is freezing here this afternoon. Ball back to the middle, kick off the ground towards Crib Point's half-forward line. It's kicked off the ground once again by BA. Brad Arnold towards the forward pocket. Coming out and trying to get the ball there on this occasion. It's Flack. Johnny Flack on the left foot. Oh, he tackled. Was he tackled high or was he dropped the ball? What's the umpire given?
Dropping the ball he's given. And one thing, Johnny Flack's got to lift his game because at the moment he's had one possession in this first quarter and he just got tackled then trying to do too much.
He telegraphed his left foot there big time as the kick comes out towards half back, and what's happened to the umpire's given a free kick. Tieran Head's
he's lifted his game. He had a pretty good first quarter, but his start of the second quarter has been tremendous.
Long kick by Tieran Head down towards Burns, who goes at it. Carey's just off him there. Burns did well. Over the top, Madison Around the corner goes the kick towards attacking 50. Pitts there in the contest. Crib point defence has just got to hold up here, and they do. The umpire says I'm going to ball it up 50 metres out from the Sorrento goal, who lead 4-28. Crib point 2-1-13. That's on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard.
Up they go. It's DeCluver against Crow. DeCluver gets it down to his player in Davidson, but he can't take it. Comes out to Treby for Sorrento. Balks one, gets a nice kick off. It's going to be just off the side of his boot, and he'll just run out of ball. It's going to be out on the full. Didn't look like it was on the full from here, but we're a mile away of this on the wing here. And it's the back pocket for Crib Point. The right-hand back pocket. Crib Point goes in across the ground looking for Sloper. He was trying to plunge straight away, but good defence by Lee Paholke there. It held him up. Sloper's basically on the full-back position. Now, the umpire's called play on. What's Sloper done? He's gone back and he's gone through the behinds, and that's a behind to Sorrento, a rush behind. They go to 4-5-29, Crib Point 2-1-13. So now Sloper, it's going to go to, Cook will take the kick in. He takes the kick looking for Symes. He finds Symes on the half-back flank for Crib Point. Symes has played a pretty good game so far, followed up from last week. He goes in short looking for Davidson. He finds Davidson. Hasn't travelled far though, 15 metres further afield. We're at the half-back flank for Crib Point. He goes to the outer wing looking for Smith. Oh, good mark by Smith. Good, strong, contested mark. Guy Stringer came over the top, but a good contested mark. Paul Smith. He goes in, it's a bit of a shocking kick, but Lux of Fortune is it. Could be a free kick to the Crib Point play. Umpire's called play on. It was over the shoulder for mine, but Bromley didn't get the free kick. Comes out to that player in McCormack. He kicks it and it goes out of bounds on the full, right in front of the scoreboard. A bit of biffo here. There's a bit of biffo, and it will go. A reverse free kick will go back now to McCormack. We see a bit of biffo on the midfield here against Stringer and Cook. So tempers are flaring here at the Hastings Park, and we played 10 minutes into this second quarter. McCormack was the recipient then. He kicked it on the full, but as the umpire said, he got dealt with after he kicked it, and he'll take a free kick just in the back flank for Sorrento. So McCormack, he'll go long, I think. Yes, he does. Gets to the half-forward flank, looking for Jeffries. He can't do Jeffries, and it was Bromley, Bridge, and none of them can take the mark, and it's gone over the boundary line for a ball in. We're right in front of the scoreboard here at Hastings. Outer wing. Throw in, it's Cook against Crode. Third man up was Tieran Head. He gets a punch away, comes down to Dabrowski of Crib Point. He's well tackled. Treby comes in. Good tackle there. Symes comes in, Swartz comes in. It'll be a ball in. Good tackle there by Michael Cook from Crib Point. Throw in right in front of our van here, Bossy.
And the boundary umpire ready to throw back in. Does. And it is Crode in the ruck, gets the ball down. But raving there was actually Cook. A high kick by Tieran Head towards half-forward going back. It was hit hard. But he stood his ground, the young fella, and he got up. And I tell you what, that was well done by Kyle Arnott. Long kick down towards half-forward. And Stringer knocks the ball away over the line for a boundary throw. And Kyle Arnott, boy oh boy, he did well just to go back there. He never knew what was coming, and he got it hard.
That's what you need in a final. Great courage by Kyle Arnott. That'll lift Cribby. They need another goal quickly. Exactly. We've played 12 minutes into the second quarter.
Boundary umpire to throw the ball back into play. They need a goal here just to really get the feeling going through the body once again. The umpire says I'm going to ball it up between wing and half-forward here for Crib Point. Going to the Marine Parade into the ground in the second quarter. As the ball is thrown up by the umpire, it's knocked down. And not going too far once again, the umpire says I'm going to ball it up pretty much right in front of the scoreboard, which reads Sorrento 4-5-29, Crib Point 2-1-13, 12 minutes played in the second quarter. Next goal, Scott Beale, crucial.
It is crucial. Up they go. We've got Cook against Williams. Third man up again. They're doing that well. Sorrento comes out to it. Could be tapped around the neck in Dean Worry, but the umpire's called. He didn't get tacked around the neck, and it'll be a ball up. And there's a bit of biffo here. Bit of pushing and shoving off the ball, and umpires, that's where they usually pay a free kick, but stop, so he will ball up. So it's Cook against Williams. Cook gets it down. No one in particular tries to get a strap. Big Williams there, but he can't get it rid of it. But it might be a bit of a tug of war here. A scrappy kick comes out in the Crib Point direction into their forward line. Tieran Head runs it out of bounds. There'll be a ball in, half forward flank for Crib Point. We've played 13 minutes of this second quarter on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. 2-1-13 Crib Point. But they trail 4-5, 29 Sorrento. We'll have a ball in. As Tieran Heads he gets up very gingerly there. So throw in. Up they go. It's Cook again. He gets it down to Harrington. He can't take it though. It comes out to Daniel Grant. He can't take it either. It'll be Stacks on the mill. It'll be a ball up. A ball up. We're in the half forward flank for Crib Point. And they need to start taking a few, make the most of their opportunities, Cribby. Up they go. Cook up again. He gets it down to himself in a way, but comes down to his other opposition, Ruckman and Williams. He gets a handball to Troy Swartz. He's gang tackled. Comes out to Treeby. He's tackled, but gets a quick kick to Burns. He can't take the mark, Burns. Comes out to Worry. He's tackled by Bridgen, and it'll be a ball up. And just a lot of pushing and shoving off the ball here. A lot of pushing and shoving, and wouldn't be surprised the umpires just pull a nice ticky touch with free kick to open it up here.
Without Dean Worry, they'd be in a hell of a lot more trouble than what they are at the moment. It's only 16 points of difference. I say only. They've only kicked the 2 goals so far. They've got the wind advantage in this quarter, Crib Point. They've got to make the most of it. Here's a chance for Davison. Haven't seen too much of Brad Davison this afternoon. There's that man Worry. A kick toward full forward. Ball comes over the back. It's still around 20 metres out from goal. Snapping a goal was Boyd. He didn't get great contact. Sorrento looking to clear, but it comes back in the hands of Boyd, who snaps. He had more time there, Glenn Boyd, and he missed.
He's kicked the point. That takes them to 2-2-14. They trail by 15 points to Sorrento 4-5-29.
Indigo Bank scoreboard as the kick to come in from fullback, playing on and going along. Out towards the broadcast side, going up, taking a strong mark there was Ryan Jeffrey. Very good mark. Third man in line, just gliding over the top, and seen some good marks in this final series. That was a pretty good one, but probably passed into its significance compared to the Paul Mitchington mark from a couple of weeks ago. But a long kick by Jeffrey. There's off the paint, Symes, he was tackled. Quick point play, getting the ball out there was Dean Carey's underground kick towards the centre of the ground. Tieran Head, he did well for a big guy there. He goes on the left foot, he goes towards full forward. He was looking there for Baholke or Pitt. A high pass, Baholke into the open goal, and he took to a goal which did give Sorrento a very good lead of 21 points. 5-5-35. Crib Point 2-2-14. 15 minutes played in the second quarter. And that is on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, and you're listening to RPP, the voice of Peninsula Football.
Hi, I'm Jack, and my dad is Pete from the Mornington and Rosebud Chelsea stores. My dad has been really busy lately helping customers get the right home bundle, internet and mobile phone plans. But it's not just my dad. All the staff are really friendly and ready to help. So drop in to see the team at Telstra store in Mornington and Rosebud.
Or call us on 1300-MY-TELSTRA. That's 1300-698-357.
And in the meantime, I'm off to kick the footy with Dad.
Hey Jack, kick it to me.
A station sponsor.
We're back in the centre ground. It comes out here to Madison for Sorrento. Madison gets out to Crode. Crode gets the handball to Johnson. Johnson back to Hallahan. Hallahan goes long into the forward line. Looks for Burns. He can't find him. It's Stacks on the mill here, and it'll be a ball up into the Sorrento forward line. 40 metres out from the Sorrento goal, and they're 21 points up, and they do. Crib Point do not want them to get another goal. We've played 16 minutes this second quarter. Up they go. Crode can't get it. Cook can't get it. Comes out to Burns. He snaps it, looking for and finding Miles Pitt, who gets pushed in the back. Umpire calls play on, but it's needless 7, and Dave Lawson has a snap at goal, and I think he's kicked it. Lawson has kicked their 6th goal, and Sorrento are on fire. Sorrento 6-5-41. They lead by 27 points. Crib Point 2-2-14. We've played 17 minutes in this second quarter, and as we said at quarter time, we reckon the Crib Point had to be either even or pretty close to Sorrento in this at half time, but at the moment it's all Sorrento. Vossi?
3-1 to 1-1 so far in this quarter, so they've outscored them by a couple of goals, and well, still a bit of time left in the quarter, but they just need, like, maybe, I was going to say bring Flack onto the ball. He is on the ball at the moment, but he's just got to get his hands on it. Here's an opportunity for David Cook, goes in short. Oh, got a teammate there in Davison who probably thought he had more time there. Didn't go hard enough at that one to take that mark. Now Sorrento will clear through the agency of that's Tieran Head, who goes out towards centre wing. Going up and taking a very good mark out there for Sorrento. I think that might be the young fella, might be Brigden out there. So James Brigden, it is the 18-year-old, might play in a senior premiership this afternoon in another hour and a half or so's time. Mark taken by Zach Burns, another teenager, goes towards the pocket, and another good mark taken by Baholke. He's done a few. Oh, he plays on. Steve Johnson, he has the snap. It's going to be a mark in the square. Not that he was going for goal, but maybe, just maybe, he did see his teammate there who'll go back and have the shot, and it is Miles Pitt.
He'll kick from the top of the goal square, and he won't miss this, Miles Pitt. And I'll tell you what, mate, Sloper, I don't know what he was doing then. I do not know what he was doing. Miles Pitt had about 20 metres on him then, so I'm not too sure what Matty Slope was thinking. Pitt comes in, top of the goal square, and a player of his calibre kicks truly.
They are in big trouble, Quick Point.
And he kicks their 7th goal, and at the 18-minute mark of this second quarter, Sorrento on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard go to 7-5-47, and they lead Crib Point 2-2-14. So danger signs here of the Crib Point Footy Club. At the moment, Miles Pitt's running a muck down forward. Matty Sloper can't go with him. Lee Paholke starting to get on top of Zach Condick, and it's up we go back to the centre of the ground. It's a ball up, no one gets it. It'll be another ball up. At the moment, Crib Point, they need a goal badly, Vossi.
They really, really do, and look, doesn't matter who gets it for them, they just need someone to stand up for them at the moment. It is just all one-way traffic, and it's all in the red and white. Here's a chance for Carey's, a hand pass back to Arnott. Kyle Arnott, who took such a great mark earlier. Kick towards half forward. There's 2 Crib Point players. One of them is the full Monty, who's got 20 metres on his nearest opponent. He runs to 40, he runs to 30, he has the shot. What a goal! What a goal by the full Monty, and that might start something for Crib Point. If that doesn't, nothing will.
That was a very good goal, and I'll give Johnny Flack some credit there. John Flacky, great shepherding off the ball against Grant Johns from Sorrento, and it allowed Arnott to run onto the ball, allowed Arnott to get a bit of space, and
started by Kyle Arnott again.
Yeah, exactly. And Monty, was it Monty who kicked it? Got Monty to run onto the space, and he came in, he balked one, and had a shot from 30 metres out and put it straight through. And look at the 20-minute mark, the second quarter. Geez, they needed that one, Crib Point. They really did. Up they go. It comes down to Swartz. He can't get it. Symes has a kick off the ground, goes backwards, and it's Cook who spoils, but it's all Sorrento. Crone picks it up. Handballs over to Dabrowski. Dabrowski runs in, has a shot, kicks to the top of the goal square, and Sloper. Matty Sloper's taken his first mark for the game, and he needed it too. Sloper. Oh, a bit of pushing and shoving off the ball, and Sloper's gone down. There's a bit of pushing and shoving. What's the umpire going to do here? He's still going to give the kick to Sloper. I think Sloper's going to come off with the blood rule, actually. I think he caught one in the face as he took the mark, and that's what happened with the pushing and shoving after the kick. Sloper's down. I think he'll come off the ground, and I think number 4, Condick, might take it. Or
no, he's handed it off to Carey's.
So Carey's will take the kick, or Sloper, I don't know if he's coming off or he will take it. Doesn't look he needs to either come off or give a handball away, because this is where you can bugger the kick up, and with that in the deep in defence you don't want. Sloper's in a bad way. He's coming off the ground, and Carey's will take it. Carey's will take the kick. 21 minutes into the second quarter. Carey's goes in long, looking for DeCluver. Good spoil though by Stringer. Good, Zach Burns throws the crumbs. Zach Burns goes in short to Troy Swartz, and Swartz takes the mark. He'll go back and have a shot. He's only going to kick from 40 metres out. He's in the right-hand pocket. He'll have a shot, Troy Swartz, no doubt about this. And he's looking for Sorrento's 8th goal for the game. They've kicked 4 goals this quarter, Sorrento. Troy Swartz will have the shot. He's kicking from the right-hand pocket, 40 metres out, right nearly on the boundary line. But he's a very good kick for goal normally, Troy Swartz. Comes in, kicks, it looks pretty good. Oh, it's just faded to the right for 1 point. And they go to 7-6-48 to Crib Point 3-2-20. 28-point lead, and we have played 22 minutes into this second quarter.
Okay, vital 10 minutes or so coming up. Oh, it's a dangerous kick, but no, it plays off at the mark, taken by the full Monty. By Monty at half-back, goes towards centre wing. He's got a teammate out there who's got 5 on his nearest opponent in Paul Smith. Needs to get the ball over the top to a runner. He gets it towards Bromley. It was tackled. He's pushed in the back. In fact, in the umpire said it's a free kick.
Yeah, it was in the back.
And it's going to Jake Bromley, the 20-year-old.
And so Bromley, and he's played not a bad game at the moment. Usually a tagger. He's not tagging at the moment, but they just need to get another goal, Crib Point. This could be the
deciding moments in this game. They have to kick a couple of goals, you would think, heading up towards the start of the third quarter. Ball on the ground. Davidson needs to apply a tackle. Just eluded in there. Ball still on the ground. And Davidson once again in there trying to get the ball out, and the umpire says, I'm going to have to ball it up, and does.
One good thing for Crib Point, Vossi. Flack. Jonathan Flack's had a very, very quiet afternoon, and they're only 28 points down. So that's one good thing for Crib Point. If he starts firing up, which you'd think he would, he's not going to have that quiet a day.
And Harrington hasn't had a real break. There's a bit of noise going on.
Yeah,
Is there
just
something on
behind
the ball?
Ryan Jeffries and I think it was Ryan Jeffries and Kyle Arnott just having a bit of a push and a shove behind play, or it might have been Monty. It's pushing and shoving behind play. Anyway, boundary throw in. We've got DeCluver against the big fella in Williams. Third man up for Crib Point in the full. Monty gets it out. It comes back. It's no one in particular. Both players going in very hard there. A free kick. It's going to go to Crib Point. Not sure about it. Play on. Oh, the umpire's called the advantage rule. Wasn't really advantage for anyone, really. Good gang tackle there, and it'll be a ball up centre half forward for Crib Point.
It was Jeffrey and Jacob.
Yeah, it was Jacob Cook. Yeah, a bit of pushing and shoving. A couple of punches were thrown there too, Vossi, but the umpire just didn't see it. So that's what the crowd.
I just heard the screaming. I didn't see the incident there, but I just heard the screaming.
Up they go to Kluver, can't get it down. It comes down to Hallahan for Sorrento. He can't get it. Treby gets pushed over. No, umpire says he wasn't pushing the back though. We'll have another ball up, centre half forward for Crib Point. We've played 24 minutes into the second quarter. We have Sorrento leading by 28 points.
So, ball up to take place. Can they get a goal with Crib Point? Just follow up that good work by Beaumonty before, but no, not to be this time. Free kick. And Wade Symes might be lucky not to give away a 50-metre penalty there. It's a free kick. Going to Swartz. Goes towards his good mate there in Treby. And Lee Treby telegraphing the left foot kick. That is holding the ball, and rightly so. Lee Treby thought he had more time. There was no talk to him there whatsoever. And on centre wing, defensive side of it, will be Dean Carey's with the ball. He had a good game last week, and he's had a pretty good game so far for Crib Point. Long kick towards half forward. Going back, I was going to say Sun might have got him there, but there's no Sun around. And the ball goes towards the line. It's picked up by Arnold, and just coming back into the sight, and once again goes over the line for a boundary throw-in.
I reckon one thing, Vossi, that Crib Point are playing the wrong. I reckon they're playing the wrong flank. I reckon they should be playing the members' side of the ground. They're getting caught playing this outer side, and the wind's taking the ball over. I know, but they've got to get the ball on the members' side of the ground. A lot easier to kick goals from that Marine Parade end where you come in from the driveway.
Yeah, a ball up to take place. True centre wing right in front of the scoreboard here at Hastings. Just needs something to happen here. Brad Arnold goes in short. He was looking there for a teammate there at Boyd, but the ball was knocked away from him over the line for a boundary throw-in.
25 minutes has gone in this second quarter, so it won't be too long. I think the first quarter only went 26. So we've gone 25 minutes into this second quarter. Ball in, we go Cook. Cook's up, gets it down, but it goes straight to Dabrowski of Sorrento. That's back to the Crib Point play, and it'll be a ball up with 40 metres out from the Crib Point goal. And wouldn't Crib Point like a goal now? Up they go, it's Smith. Smith against Williams, comes down to Troy Swartz, he can't get it, he's tackled, didn't have the ball, said the Sorrento crowd, but play on, says the umpire. Comes out to Dabrowski and Carey's, and it goes over the line on the full, and that is against, I think it's against Crib Point, and it is. Troy Swartz will take the kick.
We have one of the water boys down there actually giving that decision to the umpire was there as well, but just helping out the umpire.
Oh, good mark by that player in Arnott, Kyle Arnott. Taking a couple of great contested marks, this young fella, and that was no exception.
He's about 40 kilos ringing wet, Kyle Arnott, but he's got courage personified.
Just playing the wrong side of the ground, I reckon, Crib Point. They've gone out to the scoreboard side again as Brad Davidson kicks. Brad Davidson goes long, centre half forward looking, or half forward flank. Pack of players forms, goes out of bounds, and I reckon it's been out of bounds 8 or 9 times in this same spot, Vossi, and I just think Crib Point are falling into the trap, are playing the outer side, and it's not the attacking side of the ground. 26 and a half minutes gone, up they go. Comes down to Crib Point in the player in Davidson, he overruns the ball. Another ball up will happen. Just forward of the centre for Crib Point. Left-hand side or outer side of the ground, half forward flank for Crib Point, outer side. Umpire will throw it up, and it'll be Cook and Williams going up against each other. So it's Cook and Williams. No one gets it down. Big pack of players. Comes out to Symes. Symes gets a handball, then gets a scrappy kick as he got flung around. But a good play, Dabrowski. Dabrowski comes out to the play. Sorrento play, kicks long, looking for Stringer Morris. Stringer Morris could be over the shoulder. Great mark. Great mark by Stringer Morris, the half forward line. Too far out to score. He's about 60 metres out. He plays on though to Hallahan. Hallahan flying shot. That looks pretty good. James Hallahan has got bang and has been touched on the line. That's it. It has touched on the line. James Hallahan nearly made the distance. And on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, we have Sorrento 7-7-49. They lead by 29 points. Crib Point 3-2-20.
We're digging about a minute or so to go in this quarter. Long kick out towards half-back. Ball comes to the back. Davison, if he can get free, he'd be away, but not to be. He got tackled by the jumper. Well done by Kyle Arnott once again. Tell you what, get around Kyle Arnott, get around Beaumonty, and get around Dean Carey, so the Crib Point players, because they are keeping a minute. Wade Symes as well. Ball to be thrown up right in front of us. Craig gets the ball down. The umpire says throw it back into play right in front of where Jeff Morgan is standing. Right near the Sorrento interchange bench. As Dave Lawson takes his turn on the bench. Ball thrown back into play. Creighton Cook. Ball picked up and tackled there was Casper. The umpire says ball it up.
She's played 28 and a half minutes. It wouldn't be long to go in this quarter.
There it is.
There you go. Siren goes as we speak, and that's a pretty good lead at Sorrento at half time. They're going to lead by 29 points.
Goal kickers to half time. Sorry, Billy. Two goals to Miles Pitt. Singles to Swartz. That's Troy. Leaper Holke. Also Daniel Grant, Tieran Head, David Lawson. For Crib Point, singles to Glenn Boyd, Beau Monty and Sam Austin. So at half time it is a 29-point lead to start the third quarter. Sorrento have got half the job done. What have Crib Point got to offer to come back? I'm sure they will. So throw up by the umpire. Cook and Williams in the ruck. Players dive in, the umpire says. I'm going to ball it up.
I really think they've got to get the first couple of goals, Cribby. They've can't muck around with it.
They've got to get the crowd involved. That's what they've got to do, because the crowd support is definitely with them. There's a quick kick by Warry, but it was he got turned around in the tackle. Now quick kick towards half forward for Sorrento. There's a free kick back on play in actual fact. I think it's holding the ball against Dean Warry. And a free kick going to go to Sorrento at right half back. It's going to go to Tieran. He's had a good game this afternoon, Billy. He's been really, really good as Tieran. Long kick down towards half forward. Ball off the pack. If Sorrento get the first goal, and the professionalism of them will probably come into play a bit. Just going to get the crowd involved here. Maybe a chance here for Cribby. Inside attacking, 50 a point. Well,
he's called play on, and Crib Point kick a goal. That's a goal to Cribby. That's a goal to Flack. The man who said it's got a lift. It was a mark to I don't think it was a mark. The umpire paid the mark. They actually paid chop in the arms. He paid chop in the arms. Ball went over the back.
I was going to say, because you can't.
That's right. So he paid chop in the arms. The umpire went to the back. Flack ran onto it. Umpire called advantage rule. And the man we said must lift, he's lifted. Jonathan Flack kicks the first goal at the third quarter. We've played 1.5 minutes.
I'm struggling to use my pen to write down the goal kick, because my hands are frozen.
It's pretty cold. This wind's really but that's what Crib needed. Cribby have kicked the first goal of the third quarter. They go to 4-2-26. They trail by 23 points.
And here they go out of the middle once again. Quick kick. It's marked by Symes. He plays on. Arnold. Quick kick. Boyd! No, he's giving away the free kick back up once again. Not to be. Kick off the ground. One behind. I think it might have been Davidson who put that one through for behind, but it's a point. So 1 goal, 1 to start the third quarter for Crib Point, and they are up to 4-3-27. Sorrento 7-7-49. Sorrento is still in their half-time tracks at the moment. Here's a chance for Grant to run out of defence. Daniel Grant goes towards half-back. Mark has been taken. It's been taken down. Just trying to pick up the player with it down there.
As the rain gets a little bit heavier here at Marine Parade.
Pass towards Ben Swartz, who takes the mark at centre half-back. Ben Swartz normally seen down in the forward line. He kicks it out towards McCormack, who's got an acre in front of him. He goes. He stops. He pops. He doesn't know what to do. He gets it over the top to Treby. Over the top towards Troy Swartz. And now kick towards the forward pocket, going up and not taking the mark there, and the ball knocked away for a boundary throw-in. So good start by Cribby this quarter. The first 1 goal, 1. They're up to 4-3-27. Sorrento 7-7-49. That's at the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, and this game is brought to you live thanks to Pete and the team, the Mornington Rosebud Telstra stores. Billy, you are soft.
I was just about to put the hoodie on. Anyway, comes out the crib point, go forward, looking for Smith, and good play though by the Australian player. They're going to spoil, but Luke Harrington runs on the ball. Can he pick it up? He can't. He gets tackled. Comes out, it gets ganked, jumped on by McCormack. What's the umpire going to do? The umpire calls play on. Tieran Head gets a kick to the half-forward line, looking for Swartz. He finds him. Swartz handball to Treby. Treby goes long, looking for Morris. Pit and Stringer Morris goes over the top, gets to Jeffries. Jeffries handballs to Lee Paholke. Paholke runs into the goals. He kicks at the Pit. Pit spins around and goes bang and kicks a goal. Miles Pitt. That's a good goal by Miles Pitt. That's his third. He is an absolute headache down there for the Sorrento, for the Crib Point backman. He is an absolute headache down there, as I've lost my the score sheet we're using, Vossi, so you'll have to take over.
It is 8-7-55 to 4-3-27. Margin is 28 points in favour of Sorrento. After that goal by Miles Pitt, 3 goals straight for him this afternoon, and he has done the job so far. There's a bit of paper, weigh it down, because as the wind is getting stronger here, it's blowing an absolute gale in this van. There's a quick kick, a quick possession, I should say, for Quick Point out towards the centre wing. It's going to be picked up. It's going to be picked up. I think it's by Symes around the corner. It was kicked towards Harrington. The ball is out of bounds and on the full. And right near the
rain's starting to pelt down now. Rain's getting fairly heavy here at the Marine Parade ground.
So we're going to close it up, are we? Or what are we doing? There's a short pass, and the mark has been taken by Daniel Grant at half-back. He's had such a good start. Harrington just couldn't lay a glove on him there. Not a real significant glove anyhow. Long kick towards half-forward, and that's a good mark, and it's been taken for Sorrento. It's been taken by Ryan Jeffrey. Hasn't done it on the scoreboard, but he doesn't really have to. He's had a good game taking a few marks around the ground. Kick towards full forward, and they just stack up down there. The ball comes out. Miles Pitt, left foot kick. Misses.
So on the Benny Baybank scoreboard, we have Sorrento 8-8-56, and they lead Crib Point 4-3-27. We've played 6 minutes into this third quarter. We've got umbrellas going up in front of us, Fossey. That makes it a little bit harder to commentate. So we're going to kick out here. The Crib Point player goes out wide. Or does he go out wide? No, he goes in up the... Oh, it's a shocking kick. He was going to go wide. He went up the ground, and he's kicked it straight to Grant Johnson. So Grant Johnson will have a shot. He'll kick from 30 metres out, just on a slight angle, and I think he'll kick this. And geez, that was a poor choice of kick out by the Crib Point player there. He was going to go wide. He changed his mind, went inboard, and this is what's happened. Grant Johnson comes in. He kicks, and he kicks a goal. He kicks a goal. That's not what Crib Point needed. And the Crib Point Australian players run down and give the Crib Point player a little bit of advice on how to kick out from fullback, and they go to 9-8-62, and they lead Crib Point 4-3-27 on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. We have played 7 minutes into this third quarter.
And that rain continues to sleep right into where we are.
We might have to shut it now, I think. Getting a bit wet in here. Straight into our commentary van.
Yeah, so umpire mounts in the centre of the ground. So Sorrento advances with 2 goals after Quibby getting the first 1 goal, 1 of this quarter. Austin a hand pass to Brad Arnold. Gets it out towards a teammate who can't quite control it, down over to Worry. Quick kick towards half forward. Going out, take the mark. There was Paul Smith. He's too far out to score. He's got Harrington in the square, but he doesn't go to him. He goes towards the pocket. And the ball is over the line. Over the line. It is. No, it's not. In fact, it is now. It is now. So score 9-8-62. Plays 4-3-27. Margin is 35 points, and that's made it about 10 degrees warmer.
We're a bit warmer now, I tell you. Anyway, it's a ball in, and it comes out to the half forward flank for Crib Point. It looks like it's going to be thrown over again. It's been pushed over the boundary line. We'll have a throw in. Probably around 60 metres out from the Crib Point goal, right in front of the Crib Point cheer squad. Crib Point need a goal. Let's get the game starting to get away from them. We know they come, but can they come hard? Who knows? This will be the next 5 minutes will tell. There'll be another ball up. We're still 60 metres out from the Crib Point goal. Rain sort of getting heavy at the Hastings ground at the moment. We'll have a ball up. It's going to be De Kluver against Crode. So up they go. DeCluver gets a knockout. Comes to Smith. He can't get it. Stringer gets it. Comes to... Harrington's been collected high. And they're running in. They're having a crack at Ben Swartz. What's going to happen here?
They've got a shot at goal.
Look, this is really interesting. Mark Mousey, the umpire. What will he do? He's going to... he's reversed a free kick, I think. Or has he?
No, he's just saying, boys, get out.
Get out. So it's going to be a free kick to Harrington. He'll have a shot. He'll kick from around about 45 metres out. He's virtually directly in front. They really need this goal, Crib Point, and Harrington needs it for his confidence as well. So Luke Harrington comes in. He's going to kick from 45 metres out, directly in front. Goes in, it's going to the left, and it will go to the left and stay at the left. So they go to 4-4-28, Crib Point. They trail Sorrento 9-8-62. We have played 9.5 minutes of the third quarter.
It's 34 points the margin. They just need a few things to happen for them. It's just not happening at the moment. What's happening here?
50-metre penalty
from the full-back area, so they'll bring the ball straight out to centre-half back, says umpire Mounds.
It was against Glenn Boyd, I think, against Ben Swartz.
Just asserting control. Short pass here by Treby towards Hallahan. James Hallahan towards centre-half forward. Going up and not take them up, but a hand pass will end up. It was looking there for Crode, or Swartz was the obvious one first, but didn't get quite as far as him. Now the ball is hand passed out straight towards the line and goes over for a boundary throw-in. Just the other side of where the scoreboard is here at Hastings. Is the ball ready to come back into play? Just waiting for the ball to come back in. Just still waiting for that ball to come back into play. And here we go. So Swartz at the front gets the ball down, only as far as Wade Symes. On his left foot, doesn't go too far. Tearing head out of mid-air, goes long with a kick towards the pocket. It's picked up there for Sorrento, might have been by Burns in the pocket, and he lost control, and the umpire is going to call for a ball up. Pack of players develops. Sorrento into attack. They seem to have answered Crib Point's early challenge. How many more challenges have Crib Point got? It's 9-8-62 Sorrento, 4-4-28 Crib Point. That's on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, and the best on ground today sponsored by Orbit Fitness.
Okay, so we've played 11 minutes into this third quarter. Comes out to the wing position for Crib Point. Can't quite get it, but it comes out to Tieran head for Sorrento. He can't get it. It's a real messy game at the moment. The ball's very slippery. Comes out to Dean Worry. Dean Worry's tackled round the head, and Dean Worry should take the free kick. It's on the wing, and what's happened here? The umpire is going to ball it up. I thought it should have been a free kick to Dean Worry, but it won't be, as Mark Mounty comes in and says, I'll have it, and I'll have a ball up with just forward of the centre, just at the Sorrento, forward of the centre of the Sorrento goals. A good tackle there, and it's going to, the umpire can't see he's going to get another ball up. No, it's a free kick to Jonathan Flack for Crib Point. So Flack will go in. He kicks it down. Rain's pelting down now. All very slippery. Mark should have been taken, but in the conditions, we can give him a bit of credit. Comes out to Davidson. Davidson, Scrappy kick to in front of Boyd. Boyd can't get it. It's a good tackle, though. What's the umpire said? Called play on. We're centre forward for Crib Point. Comes out to Symes. Symes taps it over. Gets to Troy Swartz. Troy Swartz runs through the centre. Goes in nice and long. Looking for Pitt. Oh, Brad Miles. Pitt, great mark. Pitt then turns around and kicks to Ben Swartz. And Ben Swartz, who it is Ben Swartz. Ben Swartz has gone down to the forward line, and he'll have his first shot for the game. He's been playing in the back line all game. Now's drifted forward. He'll have a shot 35 metres out, slide angle. We know he's a good kick for goal, Ben Swartz. Normally a forward, but been playing back, and he'll have a shot. So Ben Swartz comes in. He kicks. Oh, it's a shocker. Absolute shocker. Might even go on the full. Now it gets punched out by Crib Point. It comes down to Cook. Cook knocks it over the line. It's going to go out of bounds 60 metres out from the Sorrento goal.
He kicked that exactly where he aimed it, Ben Swartz.
As the 408 roll goes through from Hastings, straight through to Stony Point.
On its way to Frankston.
Yep.
13 minutes played in the third quarter. Cribby are just hanging on by a thread at the moment. Sorrento, they've got the chance to really apply the knockout punch in this quarter. Kicking with the wind, although there is a bit of rain around. Umpire letting play go on. Ball comes out. Chance here for Crib Point through the agency of Jacob Cook. Got the ball out now, kick off the ground. The ball's up towards the small scoreboard and over the line. in fact, for a boundary throw-in.
So we've played 14 minutes of this third quarter, Bossy.
So 34 points is the margin. James Cook on the ruck. Ball comes down. Privy players are desperate. They've been fantastic. They've come from a lot of difficult spots this year. Can they come from one more? A kick towards Boyd at full forward, but standing in the way and taking a very good mark there was Ben Swartz, who goes out towards half-back. He's got a teammate out there who couldn't take the mark. The numbers are with quick point. Arnold a hand pass to Symes. Kick in short. The mark's taken by Sam Austin. Too far out to score for Sam Austin. 50 metres against the wind and with the wet ball. He will go with a kick towards the pocket, going back and taking a very good mark. Is that Baggett with the ball? Yep. It is Chris Baggett with the ball. He's maybe gone to the same hairstyle as what Guy Stringer has. He's done a little bit with the little bit of product this afternoon. Long kick out towards half-back. Ball on the ground, a chance here for Crib Point, a hand pass, and now quick kick inside, looking there and not finding Symes. Carries it, knock over towards a teammate, but the ball is kicked off the ground, back towards half-back. It's picked up by Treby, well done by Lee Treby. A hand pass towards Hallahan. Hallahan goes long towards attacking 50, but the mark has been taken. Miles Pitt was beaten in that contest. He was beaten by Dean Worry, who goes out towards half-back. He's got Jake Bromley. Crib Point needs something to happen. Kick out towards centre wing. The margin is 34 points. Kick towards half forward, going up but not taking the mark. There was Paul Smith. Ball on the ground. Just need to really fight hard just to get this next goal. They need this next goal, Crib Point. They're hanging on at the moment. Sorrento doing a fantastic job. Here's an opportunity on the right foot. A snap at goal is just off target. It was kicked by Brad Davidson. 4-5-29. Plays 9-8-62, margin is 33 points.
We've played 15 and a half minutes this third quarter, and you're right, Crib Point peppering the goals. They've kicked 3 points in this quarter, so they really need to have any chance this game, start kicking them through the big sticks. Then Daniel Grant runs it out for Sorrento. He goes wide, looking for, but doesn't find his Sorrento teammate, and it goes punched out over the line by David Cook. We'll have a ball in. We'll have a ball throw in 70 metres out from the Crib Point goal. We're right in front of the Hastings club rooms here. Throw in. It'll be Cook against Williams. Cook, no one really gets it down. Comes to Harrington. He gets held onto. Umpire Sills called play on. Bridgen gets tackled. But it comes out of that player in Treby. He can't get it. So a pack of players over there. Right in front of the boundary line. It'll be a ball up. Umpire says, give it to me. Ball up. We're about 80 metres out from now from the Crib Point goal. We've played 16 minutes in this third quarter. And it's a 33-point ball game to Sorrento. So Crib Point really need the next goal. Up they go. Cook tries to get it down, but it goes to Lawson. Lawson gets a scrappy kick into the middle of the ground. Oh, good tackle there by Jeffries. As he tackled the player too high. No, umpire says play on. It'll be a ball up, and we're just about in the centre of the Hastings ground. Rain seems to have subsided just a fraction.
Still
so
umbrellas down.
Just spitting. Oh, there's still umbrellas are up in front of us, so we can't see to the left of us. But we'll have a throw up. It'll be Cook against Williams. Centre of the ground. Cook gets it down to Austin. He can't get it over. Gets out the Flack, I think it is. Pack of players. That is Jonathan Flack. Good tackle there by Grant Johnson and Tieran Head. We'll have another ball up. Right in the centre of the Hastings ground. Crib Point needing the next goal. Cook and Williams. Williams gets the tap out. Well, could have been holding the man free kick there to Bridgen. Wasn't. Flack gets a handball backwards. Goes to Cook. Cook kicks the centre half forward. He's looking forward. Doesn't find his Crib Point teammate. Baggett clears with a kick to the wing. It's a Stacks race on that. Going to be out of bounds. It was a big race by Dabrowski, and I think it was Carey's there for Crib Point, and the ball goes out of bounds, out of wing, right in front of the Hastings scoreboard.
I think it is just starting to lighten up outside, but anyhow, the ball thrown back into play. Williams and Cook one more time in the ruck. Ball on the ground. Knock out towards open spaces on centre wing. Now kicked off the ground, I think, by Lawson over the line for a boundary throw-in. Sorrento 9-8-62. Crib Point 4-5-29. We are 18 minutes into the third quarter. We are live here at the Thomas Barclay Oval for the grand final. Mornington YCW, the game for broadcast tomorrow to finish off what's been a fantastic 2014 season. Quick kick towards half forward. Cribby have just got to hang on, but they might concede here through Daniel Grant. Runs to 50.
Looks pretty
Daniel
good.
Grant goes and just off target. That would have tested the hammy.
Oh, it would have. And look, if they'd have kicked that one, that would have put them 39 points up, but he's just got a minor, and they go to 9-9-63 on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, and they lead Crib Point 4-5-29, so it's a 34-point lead to Sorrento, and we've just ticked over 19 minutes in this third quarter, and we have a kick out, so it goes to get playing Grant again. Grant kicks it forward for Sorrento. He finds Burns. Burns turns around on his right foot. He goes in long, top of the goal square. That's Pat Smiles. That's Paholke. He can't quite take the mark. But what's happened here? Oh, is it a free kick? It's a free kick to Crib Point, is it? Or no, the umpire's calling it back. Yes, it is a free kick to Crib Point. It will go to Bromley, I think.
Against Carl Stringer Morris.
Yeah, and there's a blood rule as well. So we've got a blood rule from Bromley. He's caught one in the face, I think. Umpires just don't know who's copped. No, it might be Stringer that's copped the blood rule. No, it's his Bromley. He's running off now. Copped a one in the mush. He comes off with a blood rule. So we've played just coming up to 20 minutes into the third quarter, and Crib Point trailing by 34 points. So they really need a goal as Bromley comes off, and we'll have the we're right deep in the Sorrento forward line. And with the wet ball, he needs to clear this kick. So the Crib Point player goes up the ground. This could be very dangerous. It's a pack of players fly. No one gets it. Comes back to Hallahan. Hallahan goes back to Crode. Crode goes in short to Burns. Burns off the side of the boot. And it's good mark there to the Crib Point defender. Not sure what to do here. It's Carey's. Carey's goes in wide. He goes, it might be Condick or is it Dean Worry? Dean Worry it is. Dean Worry on his left foot. He goes wide to the wing, the members wing. He finds a Crib Point player. He runs onto it. He has one. He gets it out to Boyd. Boyd back. Here he goes. I think it's Monty. The full Monty kicks, but it's a shocking kick. Terrible kick by the full Monty. And it's marked by Ben Swartz on the last line of defence. So it's down the right end for Crib Point. Just ticked over 20 and a half minutes. He goes in wide to Daniel Grant. He's had a very good game. Grant goes wide. He's on the half-back flank. Kicks it up to his Chernobyl teammate. Can't take the mark there. Stacks on the middle. There's a bit of biffo here. DeCluver and Troy Swartz. It's on. The bit of biffo. Oh, could have been a headbutt there. DeCluver's, I think he's headbutted Troy Swartz there. The umpire comes in. And anyway, we'll go back to the game. And it goes back to the Crib Point player. Left foot kick. No mark there comes over to Harrington. Harrington overruns the ball. It's going to be a free kick, and it's going to Sorrento, I think. It'll be a free kick to Ben Swartz. He's had a pretty good third quarter, Ben Swartz.
There's a Crib Point player in the hands of the trainers, but that was off the incident you were talking about before, Billy. So it's nothing to do with that, but just there is someone in the hands of the trainers.
So Ben Swartz goes long to the to the member side wing. Up and under kick. Oh, it could be in the back there. Yes, umpire's going to play a free kick to the Crib Point player. Can't quite pick up. Is it Johnny Flack? No, it's Brad Arnold. Brad Arnold will take the free kick. We've played 22 minutes into this third quarter. So Arnold, Crib Point desperate for the next goal. They trail by 34 points. They will be kicking with the late of a breeze in the last quarter. Up they go. Oh, there's going to be a rush behind here, or is it going to go out of bounds? It goes out of bounds. Good result for Crib Point. That could have been deliberate. It is deliberate. They paid it deliberate. Brad Davidson, who kicked one of the greatest goals you'll ever see last week, will have a shot right on the boundary.
100% correct decision by Mark Manzi there, because the Sorrento player, all he wanted to do was rush it through. And as soon as it's behind post, that rules it as being...
Now, he's a left-footed Davidson, I'm pretty sure, isn't he? Anyway, I know he might be a right-footer, but he's going to have a shot.
Both sides.
He's going to have a shot from the right-hand pocket. He'll either go the banana or he'll run around his left foot, but he's right on the boundary line. Couldn't it be a harder kick? Davidson comes in, goes the banana and scrubs it. He had a shocking kick. Is it going to be a point or is it going to be on the full? It is going to be. What's happening here? We don't know if it's a point or he's kicked it on the full, or the umpire is giving him another kick, is he? No, he's kicked it on the full. He's kicked it on the full. I don't know how you could do that. He's kicked it on the full from the right-hand pocket. He hasn't even made the goal. So
McCormack from full-back for Sorrento out towards the broadcast side. Going up. Crode. Saw leg and all. Off the pack. Davidson. Quick kick. Got to take a mark. They have taken a mark, and that might be 50.
It'll have to be 50.
That might make a sure thing of it. And that will make a sure thing.
Well, I don't want to do anything silly here, Crib Point, but Guy Stringer ran in and collected Paul Smith after he took the mark. But you just don't want to do anything silly. DeCluver's had a crack at someone. Now it's on again. Williams and DeCluver are having a fisticuffs behind play. It's they don't want to do anything silly at Crib Point. They'll get the ball taken off them. DeCluver's had a couple of cracks. He's had a crack at Ben Swartz, Troy Swartz. Now Williams, the emergency umpire's out. It's all happening at Marine Parade, Bossy.
Here we go with a goal to Paul Smith. He'll kick from the top of the goal square. This will be Crib Point's 5th goal, and they'll hang in there just before three-quarter time. Paul Smith puts it through for a goal. The Crib Point crowd still making some noise. They're up to 5,535. And Sorrento are 9,963, and that is on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, and you're listening to RPP, the voice of Peninsula football.
Orbit Fitness is the complete health and fitness centre, offering flexible memberships and an awesome team of trainers and staff, all ready to assist you with your fitness program. Orbit Fitness prides itself on its group classes, over 60 every week, and you're bound to find the right class to suit your needs. Orbit Fitness has separate studios for cardio, weights, boxing and cycling, as well as a swimming pool, spa, sauna and steam room. Visit them online at orbitfitness.net.au or call 59756,000. The station sponsor.
9,963 Sorrento, 5,535 Crib Point, back to the middle. 24 minutes into the third quarter. Have Crib Point got one more goal before three-quarter time? They've got to stop Sorrento scoring. That's the number one objective for them.
Look, they really need to get the next goal, Crib Point. I just believe if Sorrento can get the next goal, that'll put it back to 34 points. But if Crib Point can pick the next goal and make it to 22 points,
I've seen the light barely, and the light is now shining straight through the rain has stopped. Umpire calls for a ball up.
She's a bit stiff there. Good tackle by the Crib Point player and not rewarded. Umpire says, I'll have it.
28 points is the margin. Sorrento have been in front all day and have deserved their lead, but Crib Point are trying to get back into this game if they can. Ball comes loose, a chance for Troy Swartz. It's in pretty good hands. It's in Troy Swartz's hands. A hand pass to Hallahan. A kick inside attacking 50 is an absolute shocker by the captain. The mark has been taken there for Crib Point. I think it's been taken by Jacob Cook. He goes there towards half back. The mark has been taken. Now they kick in towards the centre of the ground looking for Harrington. He was tackled, but he got the ball out. Now kick towards half forward, going up. Boyd, what a mark. 55 metres out. Has Glenn Boyd got 55 metres in? I don't think so. He's going to go back. He's long. And he is off target. In fact, it's gone out of play and over the line. Right forward pocket.
I tell you what, his groins have come good, Boydie. Glenn Boyd's groins have come good. He's boosted that to 55 boxes. As the crowd gets stuck into this game, we've played 25 and a half minutes into this third quarter. Wouldn't be long to go.
The crowd making some noise with the van open, and now all of a sudden the crowd are making a bit more noise. Ball knocked down. Just need a rover here if they can get something. It's knocked over the line once again. Right forward pocket. Ball over the line. Crib Point into attack still. It's Crib Point trailing by 28 points. Bendigo Bank scoreboard as the ball just about ready to come back into play once again. And just waiting for the ball to come back in. The crowd giving someone a Bronx cheer. Knocked down by James Cook. It's a quick kick by Sorrento out towards half back. What's happened here? The umpire's given a free kick.
Against Sam Austin, I think.
It's downfield free kick against Sam Austin. So that's disappointing because actually Crib Point were going to win that 50-50 contest. Here's a chance now for Sorrento to go long. A big kick towards Pitt. Couldn't take the mark. Worry. A kick towards the centre of the ground. Johnny Flack. He's got a few metres now to kick towards half forward, and the mark has been taken. It's been taken by the player in Ainsworth. It is. So what can Shane Ainsworth do? He loads up from 55. He goes long. He's off target. Is that a mark? Not quite. It's touched over the line for a boundary throw-in. So right forward pocket. Crib Point into attack. Latter stages of the third quarter. We're 27 minutes in, and it's Sorrento by 28 points.
Yeah, right in the boundary throw-in. Right-hand forward pocket for Crib Point. They really need a goal there to bring it back to 22 points to give themselves a chance at three-quarter time. Umpire throws it in. It'll be the big fella Williams against Boyd. No one get it down. Comes down to that bloke in Ainsworth. Ainsworth comes around. Has a snap on his left. And good little play on. It's going to be the call. Could have been a mark to Tieran. He drops the mark. Goes over for a point. So a valuable point at this stage of the day. So 5-6-36. They trail by 27 points to 9-9-63 Sorrento. Clearing kick for Sorrento. Free kick's going to be paid. And it will be paid to that player in Lee Treby. Lee Treby will have a half-back flank, handballs it off, gets a kick-off here, looking for and finding. Good mark by Jeffries, Ryan Jeffries. He's taking a mark, half-back flank for Sorrento. Ryan Jeffries gets up a little bit gingerly. He's actually hurt his leg, I think, Jeffries. Or is it's a calf or He's just getting up. He's going to handball the ball here, I think, to Daniel Grant. No, he'll take his kick.
I thought he was cramped actually.
So he goes in short. Goes into that player in Casper. Casper over the top. Can Sorrento get a late goal? Hallahan goes in over the top, looking for Troy Swartz. Troy Swartz is up. Oh, goes over the head of Ainsworth. Goes to that player. It's going to be ball up. Centre half forward Sorrento. We've played 28.5 minutes of this third quarter.
A goal either way, crucial. Can one side or the other get that crucial goal? Sorrento by 28 points. Ball knocked down by Cook. Long kick down towards centre wing. Out towards open spaces. Run onto that one. Paul Smith and Guy Stringer. Smith did well not to interfere there. And the ball out near the small scoreboard. The umpire's actually given a free kick. Thanks to Pete and the team. We're live here at the Thomas Barclay Oval. Grand final. Sorrento in control by 28 points. Scrubby looking kick, mind you. It's a bit harsh with the wet ball, I suppose. Quick kick by Harrington towards BA. Brad Arnold's got it centre of the ground. Is there time for a late goal? To kick to Harrington. A kick towards
Smith.
The pocket. And they've got to mark it. It's Paul Smith. And now
he's going back to kick the goal. I think he's a fair way out, Smith. I don't know if he'll make the distance, but he's got confidence in himself. Oh, the siren's gone at three-quarter time.
What a crucial kick.
Paul Smith will have a shot. He'll probably kick from 40 metres out. Maybe a little bit further, maybe 45. This is a crucial shot at goal. They're 27 points down at the moment. This could bring it back to 21 points if he kicks this. Brings it back within 4 goals, which I tell you what, we seen Crib Point last week come back from 5 goals down. So Paul Smith has a shot. He'll kick from 45 metres out. Left hand forward flank. Kicks, looks pretty good. It's just a point, just to the left. And they go to 5 goals, 7-37. So they trail by 26 points at three-quarter time, Vossi, to Sorrento 9-9-63. And what a game we have. Now they're still going across the ground. I think Crib Point have got to play the members' side. The members win.
If Sorrento kick 2 goals in this last quarter, they can't lose, in my opinion. Obviously, Cribby are going to have something like a 5-0 quarter if they're 6-1 sort of quarter. But the way it's been played so far, it's hard to see them doing that. But you just never know. Have they got to come back in them? They've come back plenty of times this year, including last week, to get into the big dance.
They need to get, look, they've got to start getting out of the centre. Crib Point. Cooks will go up against Crode. We've got the big Brad Arnold's in there. Symes is in there. Here we go.
Okay, start of the last quarter. Can James Cook to do 30 minutes of magic to get Crib Point going? He gets the first tap down. It's taken though a hand pass towards Swartz, who hand passes in front of himself. And now he goes with a high kick towards attacking fifth. That might be out the full. It is out of bounds in the full. It's right in front of where Dwayne Annable is, who's, I think Dwayne Annable's lost a bit of hair going throughout the afternoon. I reckon he has, Bealey. I reckon the nerves have got to him a little bit. It's a nervous job coaching. He's done a fantastic job coaching the year as well. Short pass. Mark taken for Crib Point, taken by Jacob Cook. Left half back. He goes down the line. He goes towards centre wing. Off the pad, and the ball beats Lawson, and also Wade Symes over the line for a boundary throw right in front of where our cameraman is, right in front of where we are, as the ball is ready to come back into play. 26 points the margin. Need an early goal in this last quarter. Ball knocked down by Crode, the man who injured himself at work during the week. High kick by Bromley towards half forward. Ball knocked away. Brad Arnold did well. He tried to get through there. He did well to actually pick up the ball in the middle of 2 Sorrento players. The umpire says ball up.
Played well, Brad Arnold.
He has. The captain has had a reasonable game. 26 points is the margin. Bendigo Bank scoreboard 63-37.
Okay, ball gets down to Brad Arnold. That man again gets a scrappy kick. It goes to Grant. Daniel Grant, half-back flank straight. Handball to Hallahan. Handball goes long, looking for Phil Jeffries. Ryan Jeffries. It'll be a throw-in. Ryan Jeffries up against Jacob Cook. Good spoil by Cook. It'll be thrown right in front of the broadcast van here. Half-forward flank for Sorrento. First goal crucial for both sides. Sorrento get it. It's going to make it very hard for Crib Point. Up they go. Cook against Crode. Comes down to Crode actually. Can't get the handball. Scrappy kick away. Oh, bounces over the head to Paholke. Paholke can't pick it up. Comes out to Burns. Burns from Sorrento. Drives in and picks a goal. Zach Burns has kicked the first goal for the Sorrento Football Club in the last quarter. And that is made it a 32-point ball game at the 2 minutes. 10-minute mark. So they go to 10 goals, 9-69. They are 32 points in front, and that is a very good goal. Nice pick-up from Burns. Ran in 25, 30 metres out. We know it's a blustery breeze, but the ball went true and straight through the middle. So first goal, Vossi, crucial.
Absolutely crucial, and Zach Burns knew it too, and he jumped into the arms of Ryan Jeffrey. They haven't quite won it yet, but I'll tell you what, they've gone a long way to do it.
I reckon one more goal, and then she's just about done and dusted. I can't see him coming back from 38 points down at any time soon.
They've kicked 6 goals, and they've only kicked 5 goals, 7 for the game, Crib Point. So that gives you the nature of their task.
Crib Point must get the next goal.
Throw up by umpire Mounsey. 2 Sorrento players went up, one of which was Ben Stewart's. Ball comes to the ground. Bromley was stripped of it. Tieran Head, he was tackled. A high kick by Bromley, back towards centre wing. It's going to be marked on this occasion, and they can play on. There's a kick down the line by Ben Stewart towards half forward. Downfield free kick, or mark whatever you like. It's been marked on this occasion by by Tieran Head, in fact. Tieran Head goes towards the pocket. Not a good kick. Ball marked by Bromley, left back pocket. They've just got to roll the dice here. They've just got to have the shackles loosened a little bit here, Crib Point. They've just got to attack the game like there is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. It's a grand final. It's a short pass to Wade Symes, who's been good this afternoon. Left half back. Not the game that they want to play. They want to play the fast flowing game. They're stopping and starting, and all credit to Sorrento for making them play differently. Long kick by Wade Symes towards centre. Great mark. Well done there by Worry. Dean Worry plays on a kick towards Boyd. Off the pack, Johnny Flack around the corner. Johnny Flack is just, it's gone across the other side of the face of goal and through for a rush behind.
Number 11, Wade Symes. 11 in the middle, Jono. To your right.
So on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, Crib Point go to 5-8-38, and we have Sorrento 10-9-69, 31-point lead to Sorrento, and we have played 4.5 minutes of this last quarter. Kick in for the try, goes to Grant. Grant's on the half-back flank. He balks around. Good tackle there, though, by Big Boyd. But it's Lux of Fortune, gets to his Toronto teammate, who gets a kick up to the wing, but a good mark. That's a good mark, and that might be, I think it's Bromley. He's had a really good last quarter. Bromley goes in long, or might be Worry. Actually, Worry kicks in long, but didn't get to the Crib Point player in Monty. Monty comes around, gets to Flack. Flack, what's he going to do? Jonathan Flack. He's going to run down on the left. He's going to have a shot, and he's going to kick a point, is he? He's kicked another point. Geez, he's had 2 shots at goal, Jonathan Flack, and kicked 2 points. Geez, I imagine they're doing goals, Vossi, but they go to 5-9-39 to Sorrento. 10-9-69.
Long kick by, I think it was Trebia, fullback out towards Hallahan. Margins an even 5 goals. Crib Point still in there, still having a go, still believing. Arnold, great tackle on Hallahan, the 2 captains in there. They joined each other at the toss, and they bet each other one more time. Ball on centre wing. 10-9-69 Sorrento, 5-9-39 Crib Point, 6 minutes played in the last quarter. Sorrento can taste it, although Jeff Morgan is walking up and down that line, and I tell you what, he's still as nervous as what he was at the first ball of the game, I tell you. But Sorrento a chance here. A long kick towards half forward. This is a free kick. To Mark Wilson. Paholke, I should say, who takes the mark at attacking 50.
Goes in short, Jeffries. Yep. So Ryan Jeffries will have a shot. Now if he kicks this, I think we can, we've played 6.5 minutes of this last quarter. Goes in short, back to Paholke. That's poor defence by Crib Point. Just getting tired, not manning up, thinking that Jeffries was going to have a shot. But a great little pass there to Lee Paholke. Now Lee Paholke, we know, leading goal kicker in the comp. He doesn't miss these. He's going to kick from 35 metres out on a slight angle, but I think if he kicks this, I think the flag is going down to the Southern Peninsula, to the Sorrento Football Club. We've played 6-7 minutes. This will put them 36 points up, Wossie.
Big comeback from Zip 2 to a grand final win.
Here we go. Lee Paholke taking a lot of time. Knows how important this kick is. Steps it out. He's going to kick from 30 metres out. Slide angle. He comes in. He kicks. And he kicks the goal. He gives it the fist pump. The double fist pump. And that takes Sorrento on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard to 11 goals, 9-75. They lead by 36 points to Crib Point 5-9-39. We've played 7.5 minutes of this last quarter, and it's very hard to see Crib Point coming back from here, Vossi.
It really is, and as I said, long way back from Zip 2. Lost the second game of the year to Tremana on Easter Saturday, and they're in a grand final, 6 goals in front. They look like winners here, Sorrento, and they've done a fantastic job to do it too. Getting through the quick routes, qualifying final, second semi-final into a grand final. Ball knocked down by Cook. High kick though for Sorrento towards half forward. Going back but not taking the mark. Ball on the ground. Taking 50 for Sorrento. Good tackle applied, the umpire says.
Daniel Grant's had a really good game. That was actually Stringer Morris then.
Pale Stringer Morris, who has had a couple of injuries this year, but he's out there playing today and going to play in a premiership. Might be his first turning. We were talking about that a couple of weeks ago. The footy shows a free kick too high. And the free kick is
got to be 50 metres, surely.
To Crib Point. It's going to Harrington.
Geez, that's it's 50 metres. It was Jonathan Crowe didn't really need to do that, and he's going to give Harrington 50 metres. But they need to get a couple of really quick goals if they've got any chance. Cribby, we've played 8.5 minutes, and they're 36 points down. So Harrington, he gets the 50 metres. He's going to be in the half forward flank, too far out to score. He goes in short, looking for big Boyd. Boyd up. Boyd takes the mark. Does he? No. Thought it could have been a free kick, not paid. Gets a handball out. Comes out to Cook. Comes out to Davidson. Davidson gets it back to Austin. Or it was Ainsworth. Ainsworth's kick comes up, and it is play on, calls the umpire. We're at the half forward flank for Crib Point. Big Boyd gets it out to Carey's. Carey's handballs it out. It comes next to Cook. He gets it out. It's a handball to Worry. Worry has a flying shot and has kicked the point, has he? Oh, it's a mark. There could be a mark. It's either a mark or a point down there. It's a mark or a point, and it's going to be a mark to the Sorrento player, I think. That's a point. Is a point. So on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, we have 5-10-40 Crib Point. They trail by 35 points, 11-9-75 Sorrento.
Thanks to Pete and the team live here at Thomas Barclay Oval this afternoon, the Mornington Rosebud Telstra stores, and Sorrento looking the goods as Troy Swartz just walking the boundary. He'll get back on in just a moment. Short pass, not a good one. The mark taken by Monty. A chance for Crib Point to load up. Long kick by Monty towards full forward. They need a mark. They're not going to get it. Casper, a hand pass to Baggett. Chris Baggett out towards half back. Wasn't the longest kick, but he got it out of trouble, and that was the main objective of the exercise. And the umpire Mark Mounsey says, I think I'm going to give a free kick here. He is given a free kick. It's a free kick to Sorrento. I'm not really sure what that was for, actually, but it's a free kick nevertheless. It's a free kick to Treby, who goes down the line towards centre wing, going up but not taking the mark. Cook got the ball down there for Crib Point. Taken by Monty, a hand pass. They're trying to work their way forward, but they can't keep the ball clean. Ball comes back Sorrento's way. Now quick kick forward for Sorrento towards their half forward line, going back. And trying to get the ball there was Pitt, who had a fantastic first half. It hasn't been a factor in the second half, but it doesn't matter. He's done his job. He's had 15 goals in 2.9 games in the finals so far. But it's Sorrento by 36 points, and they are doing the job. 11 minutes in the last quarter. Bendigo Bank scoreboard.
So we have Harrington runs down the back line for Crib Point, goes into the centre of the ground. Paul Smith can't take the mark, comes back to Daniel Grant from Sorrento. Daniel Grant, the middle of the ground, shrugs a tackle, gets a handball out to Stringer. Stringer for Sorrento, kicks into the forward line, looking for and finding, I think it's Carl Stringer Morris. It is Carl Stringer Morris. Will probably have a shot from around 45 metres out. We've gone 11.5 minutes into the last quarter. So Cale Stringer Morris, he's going to have a shot from 45 metres out. Comes in, nice looking kick. It's just gone to the right. That's another point to the Sorrento Football Club. We've nearly gone 12 minutes in this last quarter, and they go to 11 goals, 10-76. And they lead Crib Point 5-10-40. We have played 12 minutes. Crib Point gets to the wing. Comes out to Grant. He overruns the ball, and it will be a throw-in on the centre wing at the Hastings ground.
A lot of goals this year. Crib Point just haven't been able to find the goals too many times. They're only 5-9-39. Sorrento 11-10-76. Nearly halfway through the last quarter, and you think Sorrento are going to win from here. Crib Point still trying to compete. Symes, ball bounced away from him. Here's a chance for Sorrento to clear. A kick out towards half-back. Hallahan takes the mark in front of Carey's. Hallahan seemed to have more jump in his legs there than Dean Carey's. The orange boots, James Hallahan. His brother will play in a grand final tomorrow. He's not injured, but he actually might have been injured last week. Kick towards half-forward. And ball's marked by Ryan Jeffrey right in front of us. So he hasn't put the score on the board, but he hasn't had to. He's marked around the ground. He's done the job. Hallahan, a kick towards the top of the goal square. No mark taken. Brad Arnold's the only hope there for Crib Point. He just puts it on the boot and tries to get it out as far as he can. Out towards the Crib Point supporters. It's picked up for Crib Point. A long kick down the line towards Davidson. Hasn't been Brad Davidson's best day today. Short pass. Now it's a chance. I think that's Lawson. A kick by David Lawson towards half-forward is marked by Miles Pitt. Miles Pitt's got the chance to... he's going to 50 there for a second. No, he's just judging where he's going to have the kick from. I think this will be too far out even for Miles Pitt.
Yeah, he's going to go back and have a shot. He'll kick from 50 metres out, probably around about 52. He's just going to kick before the line, but I think it's a bit of pushing and shoving down the goal square at the Sorrento end, but nothing in it, says the umpire. And Miles Pitt taking his time doing his shoelace up, and when you're 36 points up, you can take as much time as you want. We've played 14 minutes into this last quarter, and certainly if he gets this goal, it's all over home and hose, but you'd think they're too far behind. They're 36 points down with only 15 minutes to go. Miles Pitt comes in. He's going to have a shot from 52 metres out. Kicks it. It's a nice kick. It's going to make the distance. It's coming back round, and that's it. That's the ball game as Miles Pitt kicks his fourth goal for the afternoon.
That is a big hit, a wet ball against the wing.
Yeah, he's giving it when you're hot, and then when everything starts going for you as the Sorrento players celebrate on the bench as Stringer Morris comes off the ground.
Well, they're not smiling yet. He's not
smiling, but no, they know they've got it won now. 42-point ball game, 12-10-82 Sorrento. They lead Crib Point 5-10-40. And we've played 15 minutes into this last quarter.
And David Lawson, who's been good against his old side this afternoon, gets the ball out, but now it's a chance for Cook. It's James Cook, a hand pass towards Warry. A high kick by Dean Warry. Without him this afternoon, Crib Point would have been a hell of a lot more trouble. That's almost a mark 13 line, not to be. Davison off the pack has the shot aimed at where he kicked it, and the ball goes through for a behind. And that's Brad Davidson's third behind of the afternoon. And Crib Point move up to 5-10-40. Sorrento 12-10-82. That's on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. 16 minutes played in the last quarter. Sorrento will know that another 5 minutes and they can really start to celebrate this. So I think they're pretty much celebrating in some parts of the crowd already. But there's a short pass and the mark has been taken by Dabrowski. He goes down the line towards Hallahan. It's actually outmarked there by Terran-Head. Actually, Terran-Head just went across in front of him there. Long kick by Terran-Head down the line towards centre wing. Jeffrey went up, couldn't take the mark. Ball on the ground. Probably a hand pass to Jacob Cook. A hand pass there, and Kyle Arnott. He had shown some great courage here in the second quarter. Just a real shot at Crib Point. Not a chance now because Arnott's still having a go. And holding the ball decision against Sorrento. The free kick will go to Johnny Flack, who will go back from half-back. He'll go down the line towards centre wing, not marked. Ball still on the ground. A chance there for a hand pass by Swartz. Ben Variety. Kick around the corner towards Brigden. Centre wing. It's picked up by Dabrowski. He was tackled. The umpire says I'm going to ball it up. 17 minutes played in the last quarter. It is Sorrento by 42 points. The premiership is going south. It's going well south. Sorrento are going to win another premiership, and what a record they're building up. 12-10-82, Crib Point 5-10-40, Bendigo Bank scoreboard.
So it was a throw up, but the ball up, come back, there'll be another ball up by the umpires. The stacks on the mill there, right on the outer wing, and that's the moment Sorrento by 42 points. So we've played 17 and a half minutes this last quarter. Cook will go up against Williams. I think Cook's had his colours lowered today by Williams. Gets out to Warry. Warry comes out to Carey's. Chieri's can't get it. Comes out to Daniel Grant for Sorrento's had a pretty good day. Daniel Grant kicks down the wing line. Good mark down by McCormack. Benny McCormack, ex-premiership captain himself. McCormack for Sorrento. McCormack's just telling his players to lead up the ground. He's on the wing. He kicks long to the half-forward flank, looking for Jeffries. Jeffries tries to take a one-hander. Can't take it. It's going to be called a bit stiff there, the Kluber. Probably Jeffries, who was still in the hanging on, gets a handball to Crow. Crow goes in long, looking for Pitt, and Pitt goes. What's happened here? As Pitt's taken the mark anyway. There's been a down the field free kick. It was against Jacob Cook, against Crow, over the top, and Miles Pitt's going to come in for his 5th goal, and he's going to be a chance for the Orbit Fitness Best on Ground, I reckon, Bossy Miles Pitt. Tearing head, Troy Swartz. Oh, he's kicked 5 in the grand final. It's not too bad. I think he might, and I'm just saying he's in the mix. Miles Pitt comes in. He should have no trouble kicking this. He's going to kick from a 45-degree angle, just about 15 metres out from goal. Pitt comes in to try to get his 5th. He kicks truly. He pumps the crowd up. The crowd go wild. That's his 5th goal, and that takes Sorrento on to 13-10-88, and they lead 5-10-40 Crib Point. It's a 48-point ball game here at Hastings Park.
You're listening, thanks to Pete and the team, to Artem will play the voice of Binchler Football.
Boss Sports are the lawn bowls specialists, stockist of all lawn bowls products, including all men's and ladies' clothing. But did you know they also specialise in golf and tennis? At Shop 2, 1002 to 1004 Nepean Highway, Mornington, they have an indoor bowls green, a golf club fitting centre and driving range. They even have tennis nets so you can try before you buy. Boss Sports are the only stockist on the peninsula featuring the Nike Tiger Woods range. Call them now on 5976 4728. Boss Sports, a station sponsor.
Miles Pitt's going back for his 6th goal. He just might get the Orbit Fitness award yet.
As James Cook comes off the ground for Cribby, looking very dejected. Miles Pitt has just taken a mark. The ball came out of the centre, kicked nice and long, top of the goal square, and Miles Pitt, who's playing on Zach de Kluver, Slope has gone off. He went off injured in the 3rd quarter. Miles Pitt's lining up for his 6th. Should have no trouble kicking it, top of the goal square. And Miles Pitt is going to kick 6 goals, and he might even get 7 or 8 the way they're going. We've still got probably 10 minutes to go. Miles Pitt, top of the goal square, comes in, kicks another goal. And so it's raining goals here at Hastings, and we have Sorrento 14-10-94. They lead Crib Point 5-10-40, and that's Miles Pitt's 6th goal. We've still got 5 or 6 minutes, Bossy, maybe longer. He could end up with 8.
Nothing in the 3rd quarter though.
Look, I tell you,
I don't think he touched the ball in the 3rd quarter.
He's been so dangerous. They've had no one to go with him. And when he hasn't got it,
did goal in the 3rd quarter.
What's that? Sorry.
Correction there. He did kick a goal in the 3rd quarter.
Look, I still think Troy Swartz and Tieran Head have been very, very good for 4 quarters. So you're probably right. But up they go. That's Warry's in the ruck. So that's how bad they're going in the ruck. The ruck at the moment. To Dean Warry going up in the ruck for Crib Point. So Austin obviously. De Kluver's down back, Cook's gone off. They've just no use keeping Cook on the ground because Cookie's leg, and they're 54 points down. So put the ball up, and it will be Dean Warry up against, I think he's going up against the big Crowd. Warry does get the tap down, comes down and stacks on the middle, another ball up. So we've played 21 minutes of this last quarter as the Sorrento faithful start celebrating here near the van. They are going to win the 2014 Premiership, and it's at the moment by how far. Up they go, Warry against Crowd. Comes down to Symes for Crib Point. He gets a kick off the ground. It goes, but it's not marked by Stringer for Sorrento. He drops the mark. Comes out to, I think it was Condick. Gets down to Boyd. Boyd for Crib Point. Runs around. Gets a handball to Symes. He can't take it though. So it comes out to the Sorrento play. Good play by Daniel Grant. It's been pretty good all day. Grant to the wing. Comes down to Burns. He can't take it. But it lucks a fortune. Good tackle low by number 48 in Kyle Lana for Crib Point. And Mark Mousey will come in and he says, I will ball it up. Oh. So umpire just Mousey getting involved there. Bit of pushing and shoving here. A bit of biffo behind play against Jacob Cook and Ryan Jeffrey. So
those two don't like each other.
No, you don't want this to get out of hand either. Now it's been a free kick off the ball is going to go to Dean Worry. So Dean Worry will take the kick off the ball as Jacob Cook and Ryan Jeffries have a bit of a chat behind play.
Worry's been fantastic this afternoon for Crib Point. Long kick to half forward. And not marked there for Sorrento at half back. Ball comes loose. A chance there for Arnold. Around it, but smothered off the boot of Hallahan. Smothered it. Comes to Swartz. A hand pass towards Stringer, the 42-year-old, out to Woolsby's last game. He won't care at the moment. He'll just be celebrating a win tonight. Mark taken by Hallahan. They're just icing the clock here, Sorrento. They're 54 points in front, or 53 points in front. They're going to win very, very comfortably. They're still doing the percentage things. A kick down towards half forward has been marked. It's been marked, I think it's by Pitt again, is it? Is that Pitt down there, Billy?
Can't see from... Yes, it is. Yep.
That looks like him with his little bun at the top. So Miles Pitt said he couldn't kick the distance early in the quarter. He kicked one over 55 metres against the wind. And this to bring up the ton, and this to give Miles Pitt 7 goals. He'll go back. And he will have the shot from pretty much right on 50. He goes high. He goes long. He goes just short. Lawson is and that is the goal of Sorrento. That brings up their 100 points in the afternoon, 15 to 100. The Bendigo Bank scoreboard, and now the celebrations can start.
Yeah, good crumbing goal there by Dave Lawson. It was Miles Pitt, big long kick into the forward line. Couple of Crib Point boys went after it, went off the back of their hands, and Dave Lawson, ever the opportunist, was sitting at the back of the pack and just said thank you very much and kicked one in from about 2 metres out. So that comes back to centre. Lee Treby gets it out. Lee Treby gets it to Jeffries. It's been a party times at the moment now for Sorrento. Jeffries has a bit of a scrappy kick though, so it comes out to the player there. I think it's Davidson for Crib Point. Davidson runs it down, has one bounce, has another bounce, goes in long, looking for Boyd. Boyd at the back, but a good mark in front by Chris Baggett, and Chris Baggett will take it. He handballs to Tieran Head, who's nearly got the Orbit Fitness best on ground. Him and Hallahan and Troy Swartz kicks that man Hallahan. Hallahan will go long to the half forward flank, looking for Stringer Morris. Stringer Morris doesn't get the implication. Ryan Jeffries had a pretty good game too.
Baggett and Head had time to hug each other down there because they know they've won the game and are celebrating early.
Well, we've played 25 minutes and Ryan Jeffries, he goes in long looking for the Paholke or Miles Pitt. Up they go. Play on says the upright. Pitt got pushed out of it. Comes in to Johnson. Johnson to Hallahan. Hallahan balks one. He balks two. He gets a handball away. No one comes to Troy Swartz. He can't grab it. It comes to Austin. Sam Austin handballs it out to Symes. Symes gets it over the top to Bromley. Back to Symes. Symes running through the middle of the ground. Here at Hastings has one bounce. Goes in wide to the wing. Good play. Gets to his Crib Point player. Comes out. Long kick looking for Harrington. Harrington goes up. He can't take the mark. And it's going to be run out of the back by Chrissy Baggett.
Chris Baggett's job today has been pretty good. He hasn't had a lot of the ball, but he hasn't had to. He's been at the contest and he's been punching the ball away like a fullback should. And wasn't the greatest of kicks there, but he really won't care too much as the rainbow shines over Thomas Barclay Oval, and the rainbow that will be Sorrento's premiership. They have been fantastic. They were zipping two at the start. I think they might have been their first win was against Rosebud. Might have been a close 2-point or 3-point result, but they won't care about that. It has been fantastic for them. A long kick for Crib Point towards full forward. I think it was by Harrington. It's been knocked over the line and through for A behind.
Siren wouldn't be far away. We've played 26 and a half minutes into this last quarter, and doesn't look like there's much happening on the bench in rotation. So I think the Sorrento team have said, let's just milk, let's leave all who's on the ground, and we'll see the siren go soon.
Well, Grant Brigden and Crota, 3 of the players on the bench at the moment. Here's a chance for maybe Sorrento to clear and maybe have a chance at one more goal. But well done by Johnny Flack. A left foot kick by Flack. There's the siren. Won't count because that was through the air. And when the siren went, so the siren is gone, and Sorrento for 2014. They have won 15-11, 101. They have beaten Crib Point 5-12, 42. That is on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. And we'll take a break, come back and wrap things up here. You're listening. Thanks to Pete and the team of the Mornington Rosebud Telstra stores. RWP, the voice of Peninsula football.
long time, and that's where we're all striving to get to. I think we're just at the start of our journey. Hopefully we go to strength to strength from here. Thank you everyone for the support this week, it's been amazing. Our sponsors, our committee, and to the boys, well done, fantastic year, but to you blokes, have a great night, and yeah, fantastic job, thank you.
Come forward to present the WorkSafe AFL Big Country Best on Ground medal, and it goes to number 4 for Sorrento.
It's a large suit. There would be some more goes from the 14 to the head.
Phillips from Sorrento Football Club to come up and present the premiership today. Number 1, Ryan Jeffrey. Number 7, Lee Kohoki. Number 8, Guy Springer.
Young boys.
Number 11, Ryan Williams. Number 12, Lee Creedy. Number 13, Daniel Grant. Number 14, Terry Head. Number 17, David Lawson. Number 22, Matthew Dombrowski. Number 25, Miles Pitt. Number 26, Grant Johnson.
Yeah, John. Yeah, Frankie.
Number 33, Chris Baggett. Number 36, James Brinkham. Number 38, James. Troy Sports to come forward as well, please, and say a few words.
Firstly, all the Crib Point people and Wayne and all the Luke, you blokes have really come a long way this year, and I'm sure there's strengths and strengths. Like you said, we're a young group, just going to stick together. We know what it feels like. We were there last year, so yeah, look, I've no doubt you blokes will be up there for a long time now. To our boys and our club, all the people behind it, thank you. Makes my job a lot easier, makes these blokes a lot easier as well. All the committee, all the people who have travelled over, we're going to have a good party tonight. So,
come forward again. Bendigo Bank, Rye, Yamana and Rosebud to present the Premiership Cup.
Gary, watch out, there's a flea on your back leg there. Thank you.